Nationals 2 games back of the Cardinals, who occupy that third and final wild card berth right now. The Pirates are 3 back, tied with Arizona, entering play today. So you win the series, you're at least even with the Nationals, and if the Pirates can achieve their first ever sweep against the Nationals here in D.C., they would find themselves ahead of the Nationals for sure, and a little bit closer to that vaunted wild card berth here in the early parts of July. And for the Nationals today, it is Foster Griffin, technically a rookie. He's 30 years old and had been pitching in Asia with the Yomiuri Giants in Japan the last 3 years. And he has the 9th lowest ERA in the National League. The Nationals are 13-4 when he starts, and that 2.93 ERA and 8.2 personal mark for Griffin, though the Pirates were able to beat the Nationals when he started against the Pirates back in Pittsburgh on April the 16th. He gave up a season-high 8 hits, 4 runs in 5 1/3 innings. So the Pirates figured him out that first time around, but left-handed starting pitchers have beleaguered the Pirates. They are 5-15 when they start 5-16, against lefty starters. That's the poorest record against lefty starters in baseball. See if they can turn that around here tonight in D.C. And like back home, very hot here. Temperatures surpassing 100 degrees today. Very humid here in Washington. And it will be a nightfall today, of course, making things a little bit better. But the Pirates really enduring quite a hot day yesterday in Philadelphia, though they pulled off a 6-1 victory. And we'll talk with the Pirates manager, Donnie Kelly, about that win when we return right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light. Welcome back to Pirates Pregame. The Pirates opening a 3-game series in our nation's capital here at Nationals Park. And Joe Block along with the Pirates manager, Donnie Kelly. And the Pirates win cleanly yesterday, 6-1 against the Phillies back in Philadelphia. How about those bats just wearing down the opposing pitchers? That's a really fun way to win, I think, too.
It was. I thought the bats were really good. We had good, consistent at bats 1 through 9, and I thought our pitching on the defensive side was really efficient and really good, which got us off the field quicker, to get out of that heat because it was scorching.
Yeah, and so is that something that comes into play with the heat, where you have to make decisions about how players play? I mean, it was probably one of the hottest games, if not the hottest game the Pirates have played this century.
Yeah, it was really hot, and we're going to have a couple more here in D.C. I know the heat wave's going through Pittsburgh too, and in the middle of those games, I think that you're not trying to make decisions based on the heat. Certainly with the catching, when we getting into these 3 games, taking that into account. But as the game goes, and pitchers are always looking to be efficient. It's just really nice when they're efficient and it's really hot out and you can get back in the dugout.
Yeah. Speaking of hot, how about Esmeralyn Valdez and the confidence that you have in him, putting him in the cleanup spot at age 22, and it doesn't look like he's overmatched or trying to do too much.
No, he's really not. He's staying within himself. I thought yesterday he did a really nice job. Came up, run scoring opportunity early, and grounded into a double play, and he's frustrated about that. Was able to put it behind him. The next time he had that opportunity and got it done, drove the run in, came up with a big triple. He's been having great at bats.
Why do you think players zoom through the minor leagues quicker than ever? Is it the consolidation of the minor leagues? Do you think the Pirates have been especially good at development? Maybe a little bit of both. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's exactly one thing. I think it's still case by case. When you look at the players, and they'll let you know when they're ready. And a lot of guys, I don't think there's ever been as big of a gap between AAA and the big leagues as there is right now. The way these guys are throwing, everybody throws 97 to 100 now, which is really tough to hit, but you don't see that in AAA or in the minor leagues as consistently.
And your pitcher yesterday, Jared Jones, the starter, throws that hard. And why do you think he was so effective against a very tough lineup in the Phillies, which came in really hitting the ball well the last 3 weeks?
Yeah, the Phillies were playing well, and I thought Jonesy threw strikes, got ahead, changed speeds. Slider was good again. And as he continues to get innings under his belt, I think that we'll just see the stuff continue to be more consistent.
And then how about Majinski into this role as a relief pitcher? 1.99 is his ERA as a reliever so far this year. Why do you think he's been so good there?
Oh man, he has been. Even looking back the last couple years, the way that he can come out of the pen and when he's firing, his stuff ticks up a little bit, and I think that he commands it better. And just he comes in and fires strikes, and is making the other team beat us.
How about the Nationals? That's going to be the opponent here this weekend. How have they been playing?
They're a tough team. We saw that when they came to Pittsburgh in the middle of April, and they have a really good lineup. A lot of guys that can hit, and we need to be ready.
Do they have enough guys where you can't really circle one? I know James Wood is the big star, but it looks like Abrams is hitting too. So it's too thick of a lineup that you can just kind of try to get around one guy.
Yeah, you really can't. And they've got a lot of lefties, in there, and Wood, Garcia, Abrams. Yeah, they've got some guys that can really swing it. So it's hard to just try to attack one guy.
How about pitching-wise? Their leader's been Foster Griffin coming back over from Asia, and he's been very effective in ERA under 3. But the Pirates saw him in April. Anything gleaned from that experience, and what do you think about him tonight?
Yeah, no, we're going to have our work cut out for us. When we've been good against lefties, and it becomes a recurring theme, we need to stick to that approach and consistently stick to it. I think that when Sanchez the other day, I felt like we got out of it and started trying to do too much. But when we can 1 through 9 consistently stick to that approach, it's helped us be better against left-handers.
And you mentioned Sanchez. When do you construct the lineup to try to get around the opposing pitcher's strength, and when do you say, all right, let's go for our strengths? How do you weigh those two things?
As far as
with Sanchez, you stacked up all righties. And then, but most of the times with lefties, you're going to have your better hitters. So the Pirates have the best left-handed hitters in baseball as a group. How do you weigh when it's the best time to throw those guys in and maybe give those guys a rest?
Yeah, really good question. And I think that game by game, the other day against Sanchez, he's so elite against lefties. Now, Griffin is better against lefties too. But just going based off of, how those guys attack hitters. And also we're in the stretch of 13 in a row, with trying to find a day to get Lau and O'Hearn, especially with this heat that's going on, get them off their feet. And it was a good day the other day, and have them in there today against Griffin.
Looking forward to it. And before we let you go, this is such a big weekend. Everybody in the United States wants to be here. How do you feel Capitol Independence Weekend.
Yeah, for 250.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. A lot of buzz around town. I don't know if you got to see the planes that were flying around. It's been pretty exciting, and looking forward to an exciting game tonight.
Yeah, that's going to be some fireworks, hopefully, from the Bucks bats here tonight to open up the series. Donnie, good luck. Thanks for some time, as always.
Thanks, Joe.
That's Pirates manager Donnie Kelly. Coming up next, John Wayner and I will rejoin you right after this timeout right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
At AHN, we see you juggling 100 things at once. That's why we made it easier to book with the doctors you need. With AHN online scheduling, you can book with your primary care provider or get time with a specialist. Visit ahn.org/schedule, answer a couple of simple questions, and search for providers, locations, and times that work best for you. Easy online scheduling. Because at AHN, we see you.
Howdy, Buccos fans. Be sure to head to PNC Park on Sunday, July 12th for a family fun day when the Bucks take on the Brewers at 12:15 p.m. to close out Country Weekend. Come on out and enjoy the Family Fun Zone on Federal Street, presented by C&M Play Studio. Plus, kids 14 and younger take home a Pirates bandana presented by IUOE 66 while supplies last. Stay after the game for a post-game concert featuring Jordan Davis. Get your tickets at pirates.com/Country Weekend.
We're back on the pregame show here from Washington, D.C. The Pirates and the Nationals opening up this three-game set here tonight. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves here on the Pirates Radio Network. Tonight, the Pirates and the Nationals here in Game 1. And tomorrow night, it will be the announcement of the All-Stars. It'll be coming at 7:30 on Fox. And how many Pirates will be named to the All-Star team? Well, we know one who is an outstanding candidate is Brandon Lau. And he leads the National League second baseman in home runs and RBIs. And he is in the lineup tonight as the designated hitter against the lefty starter. First time this year that has taken place, and maybe in part because of his two hits against lefties yesterday, both to the opposite field. So we'll have the rest of the starting lineups for you coming up. Mitch Keller for the Pirates, Foster Griffin for the Nationals. Rock will have those, and then we'll have baseball for you from our nation's capital, the Pirates and the Nationals, all coming up right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light. Tonight's game on the Pirates Radio Network is brought to you by Ford, the official truck of the Pirates. Highmark Health. Highmark is proud to support Pirates everywhere, from home base to home away from home, because life. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Pittsburgh Brewing Company. Pittsburgh Brewing, makers of Iron City and Icy Light. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865. And by the Pennsylvania Lottery, players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Pirates Baseball also brought to you by AHN, official medical provider of the Pirates, caring for you through every win, every loss, and every moment in between. Operating Engineers Local 66. Partner with them at IUOE66.org. Sheets, the official convenience store of the Pirates. Why the Sheets not? Get a snack after the game. And by Coppers, protecting what matters, preserving the future. Pirates are in our nation's capital tonight. It's the Pirates and the Nats, and with the starting lineups, here's John Wehner.
Thank you, Joe. And tonight's starting lineup brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. First, for your visiting Buccos, they come in with a record even 500, 44 and 44. They stand in fourth place in the National League Central. 10.5 games back of the first place Milwaukee Brewers. Leading off for your Pirates will be the shortstop, Connor Griffin. Brandon Lau bats second. He is the designated hitter. In the third spot, it's left fielder Brian Reynolds. Esmerlin Valdez is the right fielder. He hits fourth. Fifth spot, playing first base, Ryan O'Hearn. Nick Gonzalez is in the sixth hole. He plays second base tonight. The center fielder will bat seventh. That's Jake Mangum. Andy Rodriguez will be behind the plate. He's in the eighth spot, batting ninth at third base. It's Jared Triolo. And pitching for your Bucks will be right-hander Mitch Keller. Mitch comes in with a record of 6-5. His unearned run average is 4.87. He's making his 18th start of the year. For the Pirates, once again, Connor Griffin, Brandon Lau, Brian Reynolds, your top three. In the middle, it's Esmerlin Valdez, Ryan O'Hearn, Nick Gonzalez. Bottom three, Jake Mangum, Andy Rodriguez, Jared Triolo, with Mitch Keller on the hill. For the Washington Nationals, they're managed by Blake Butera. They have a record of 45 and 43. They're in fourth place in the National League East, 6.5 games back of the first place Atlanta Braves. Leading off for the Nats will be their right fielder, James Wood. First baseman bats second, Luis Garcia Jr. Jose Tena is the designated hitter. He'll bat third. And the cleanup spot will be their shortstop, C.J. Abrams. Dylan Cruz bats fifth. He's in center field. Left fielder hits sixth. That's Dalen Lyle. Keibert Ruiz, the catcher, will hit seventh. In the eighth spot is the third baseman, Orbit Vivas. The second baseman bats ninth, Nasim Nunez. And pitching for the Nats, a left-hander, Foster Griffin. Griffin is making his 18th start of the year. His record is 8-2. His earned run average just 2.93. For the Nats again, James Wood, Luis Garcia Jr., Jose Tena, C.J. Abrams, Dylan Cruz, Dalen Lyle, Keibert Ruiz, Orbit Vivas, Nasim Nunez, with Foster Griffin getting the start. Your decision makers for tonight's game: behind the plate, it's Nate Tomlinson. Over at first base, Bruce Dreckman. The crew chief is at second. That's Mark Wegner. Carlos Torres is at third. And we'll have tonight's action for you coming up here in just a few minutes, right here on the Pirates Radio Network.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
That sound, that's home. When you're watching the Bucks, you don't reach for just any beer. This is Pittsburgh. We show up for our team, and we stand by our own. If you want to hit a home run in your town, drink local. Iron City Beer, brewed here since 1861. A true fan favorite. We're cracking IC Light. Clean, crisp, and built for game day in the new Stargell Stars can. So next time you're in the stands, ask yourself, are you drinking for some other city, or are you drinking for your town? It's your town, your team, it's your Iron City and IC Light. Iron City Beer and IC Light. Proudly Pittsburgh.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
The sounds of summer. They're great until they're not. Luckily, AutoZone has free battery testing and charging
Let me check that for you.
to help make a rough moment smooth. Don't miss the Celebrate Free event at AutoZone. Free products with select deals until July 27th. And free services every day. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
You see the skyline, you drive over the bridges. We built that. Ironworkers Local Union Number 3 isn't just a job, it's a legacy. And you can start as early as this fall. Now's your chance to join the apprenticeship program and learn from the best in the business. Earn while you train, build what matters. Take pride in every beam and bolt. Starting wages over $27 with great benefits. Visit IWLocal3.com. That's IWLocal3.com and apply now before time runs out. Time runs out.
We got baseball coming up for you here from Nationals Park. The Pirates and the Nationals here in game one of this three-game series. So the Pirates are in a split in Philadelphia. How did you view that, and how do you view the rest of this road trip for the Pirates?
Well, you figure when you're facing Christopher Sanchez and Zach Wheeler, you're hoping to split. And Aaron Nola, fortunately, he's having a rough year, and the bats really came alive against Nola. But it's always going to be tough against both Wheeler and Sanchez. But it was nice to get a split. We always talk about the goal is to play 500 ball on the road, and then you hope to win way more, at least 60% at home. The Pirates haven't been there at home. They need to pick up the pace a little bit. They're one below on the road, and they're one over at home. I think winning at home would help. But so far so good. You split in Philly. That's a tough place to play. Here in Washington, this will be a tough series. These guys hit. These guys can hit, and tonight's going to be a tough battle against Foster Griffin. The Pirates can't beat lefties. Just 5-16 against left-handed starters this year, so that's a little bit concerning. Although the Pirates did have a nice effort against Griffin back in April, where they put 4 on them in 5 1/3 innings. The Pirates ended up losing that game 8-7, but had some success. This guy has not given up more than an earned run since May, so we got to figure out a way. I know you talked to Donnie about switching up the lineup against lefties, all righties against Sanchez. A couple lefties in there today with Lau and O'Hearn. So, it'll be interesting to see. But you'd like to win this series against these Nats, who are right now ahead of you in the wild card race. But it starts here. You got to find a way to beat lefties. You figure you get 5-16. That's not good.
Yeah, it's 30th out of the 30 teams, and Griffin's gone either 7 or more than 7 in each of his last 2 starts. And in large part, this Nationals pen, the Pirates pen starting to turn it around a little bit, it looks like, maybe. And the Nationals bullpen, if they've got a late lead, it's anybody's guess who's going to win the game still. So, stay tuned for 9 innings and probably a lot of scoring maybe in this 3-game weekend series between these 2 top scoring ball clubs. And what do you think? Pretty fun to be here for the 4th of July tomorrow, don't you think?
Yeah, it's so cool. I know Donnie mentioned it, and everybody's heard the planes around the hotel today. And I actually went down to the mall for a minute. They closed it because people were passing out, apparently, because of the heat. And it is warm. But, it's so cool. Always, I love coming to D.C. 4th of July, it's even better.
Now, first visit for the Pirates here for Independence Day. Nationals host every year. And Connor Griffin will lead it off. Griffin younger than the Nationals. Here's the first pitch. And it's outside from Foster Griffin to Connor Griffin, no relation, ball one. Foster Griffin is 10 years older than Connor Griffin. Both are rookies.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Connor at 269 will take a strike.
Lots of cutters from Foster Griffin. The most used pitch. Also a four-seam fastball that hitters can't hit. But he only throws it 91, 92 miles per hour. Opponents hit just 189 against it.
Lefty out of 1-1. Griffin, a swing and a miss. Looked like another one there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's 2 of his 6 pitches. He'll throw a sweeper. He'll throw a curveball. He'll throw a changeup. And an occasional split.
Now coming in 9th in earned run average. 9th lowest ERA in the National League. After playing in Japan the last 3 years. Foster Griffin delivers. Connor Griffin takes high and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Rock told you, Nate Tomlinson working the plate tonight. With Bruce Dreckman at first. Mark Wegner's the crew chief. He's at second base. Carlos Torres at third. 2-2. Swing, fly ball out to center. That's going to get down for a base hit. And Connor Griffin is on with a leadoff single to left center.
That's a good start. Pitch up out over the plate. Hit hard. They were actually playing him a little bit into left center field. Whereas in Philly, they were playing him more to right center field. If he's in right center, that's extra bases.
But just a single for now. Griffin with 16 steals. And the first one, a little hesitation delivery. A swing and a fly ball back of short. Short left field. Abrams, the shortstop, calling for it. He'll make the catch. Griffin back to first. Lau pops out. And 1 away. The Nationals in the field. It's Dalen Lyle in left field. Dylan Cruz in center. And James Wood got a good arm in right. It's Yorbi Bibas at third. C.J. Abrams at short. Nasim Nunez at second. Luis Garcia Jr. at first. Keibert Ruiz doing the catching. Ruiz has improved a lot behind the plate, helping his pitchers. Hesitation delivery down low, ball one to Brian Reynolds, hitting at 280, 11 home runs, 53 knocked in for the switch hitter, batting right. Washington, the lowest fielding percentage in baseball. Middle infielders, a lot of errors. Pitch, swinging a ball line foul. Right side. And a ball and a strike on Brian Reynolds.
You talked about this Nats bullpen has struggled this year. And you got a guy like Griffin, who you mentioned went 7 innings in each of his last 2 starts, 7 or more, 6 or more in his last 4. He's thrown over 100 pitches in all 4 of those. And you wonder.
Pitch is grounded softly to short. Abrams juggles it, and instead of 2 outs, he gets none. And that'll be his major league leading 13th error.
Yep, he went over and got caught in between, a little in between hop, and was trying to be quick to get the speedy Griffin at second. As opposed, it wasn't a double play ball. They weren't going to get 2. It wasn't hit hard enough. But
I have a hard time gauging right up from up here. Thank you.
But it's a play. You got to get an out. And so kind of to my theme as far as getting to that bullpen, what I was talking about is the pitch is taken away, ball one to Valdez. You know, you think they might want to limit him after 4 straight at over 100. It's only been done by 2 other pitchers this year.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Here's the pitch, and Valdez swings and twists a fly ball foul right side.
Only Paul Skeens and Chris Sale has thrown more games consecutively, throwing more than 100 pitches. 5 each.
Well, they got him out of Japan to pitch, and so he's pitching. Ismaelin Valdez is hitting. 316 with 6 home runs for the Pirates rookie. First and second, 1 out the pitch. Tried to backdoor him and missed. And that evens the count at a ball and a strike. Against lefties, Valdez is hitting .400, His slugging percentage, not his OPS, his slugging percentage is 1,050 against lefties this year. Better off walking him. The pitch, swinging a ground ball to third and waiting on it. Vivas will go to second for one. Relay two, a double play. Go to third and waiting on it. Vivas will go to second for one. Relay two, a double play. I'm talking about statistically, not in reality. They go around the horn and get the double play. And so one hit and an error and one left for the Pirates through a half inning from Washington. No score here on the Pirates Radio Network.
Miss an electrical problem, and it can mean big problems for your operation. That's why Napa believes in testing the 5 critical components in every vehicle: the battery, starter, alternator, relay, and serpentine belt. And why we deliver the parts, tools, and expertise you need to catch problems before they become breakdowns. So test every vehicle and trust the name that keeps your bays busy and your business moving full speed ahead.
Remember when your sandbox was your construction site? When you dreamt of building skyscrapers and moving mountains? Those video games where you build entire cities? That wasn't just play. Today you can actually build it. From towering skyscrapers to bridges connecting communities, the International Union of Operating Engineers Local 66 turns childhood dreams into rewarding careers. We offer better benefits, retirement plans, and a safer work environment. If you can dream it, you can build it. Learn more at iuoe66.org.
Hear that? That's the sound of another savvy driver rolling into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. No hassle with appointments or dealer wait times. That's one smart bell.
For the guaranteed lowest prices on top mattress brands like Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Purple, shop the home team. Levin, the latest and greatest sleep science. Advanced cooling, advanced cooling, pressure relief, or total body support. Better sleep begins in Levin. Plus, get free next day white glove delivery. And with the best financing options, there's a mattress to fit your budget. And only Levin will double the manufacturer's warranty, so you can buy with confidence at Levin Furniture and Mattress.
Now the Nationals come to bat in the home half of the first inning, and Mitch Keller takes the mound here in Washington.
Yeah, Mitch got his work cut out against this very good offense, stacked with a good bit of lefties, all but one left-handed.
And the first lefty batter is James Wood, and he takes outside for ball one. Then Garcia, the reigning player of the week. Jose Tena is DHing. Here's the pitch. And a strike over the outer edge. 1-1. Now, Keller, one of the best against right-handed batters. Now limiting power. So teams that have the lefties, they'll stack them up. Break the ball down and in 2-1. On Wood, who leads all of baseball in extra base hits. Doubles, triples, and homers. He has more than anybody else. 22 home runs. 2-1 is hit to left. And Reynolds is there over toward the line. He'll make the catch, 1 out. Pirates in the field tonight. Mangum joins Reynolds in the outfield. Mangum in center, and Valdez 2 outs above average. That's second on the team. He's in right field. Triolo's at third. Griffin at short. Nick Gonzalez starts at second base tonight. Ryan O'Hearn at first. And Andy Rodriguez doing the catching. Here is Luis Garcia Jr. outside for ball one to the lefty batter. Among the leaders in slugging percentage and RBIs now. The last dozen games he's hit 7 home runs and knocked in 14. Outside, 2-0 on Garcia. Pirates held scoreless in the top half. The pitch. Back with a strike, breaking ball over the outer edge. 2-1. Shadows over the infield. A few stray beams of sunlight. And a swing and a fly ball out to right. This is deep, and Garcia's homered. 1-0 Nationals in the first. Red hot Luis Garcia Jr. hits his 17th home run right into the bullpen in right.
That didn't take long to get out. A line drive. Didn't think it was going to be high enough. But if it was hit, maybe 5 feet to the left towards right center field, a good chance that hits the wall. There's a high wall out there, but just about maybe a 6-foot wall straight down the line and right. and it just barely got over it.
And a swing and a miss and a strike to Jose Tena, another lefty batter. So Garcia, who's the reigning player of the week, he's hit 8 home runs in his last 13 games now. Pitch. And a swing and a ball hit up the middle, caught by the shortstop Griffin. Tena lines out to short. 2 men gone. And C.J. Abrams, among the home run and RBI leaders in the National League, he'll come up. Nationals are second, Pirates are fourth, most runs per game throughout the 30 teams in baseball. Tenth home run allowed by Keller this year. The pitch. Outside ball 1. Abrams 18 homers, 60 RBIs. Remember, he had that terrific series against the Pirates. He was 6 for 9 with a couple of home runs back in Pittsburgh. Breaking ball in.
Yeah, tall, lean guy. I don't even know if he's that tall. I'm sure a little over 6 foot, but my goodness, does he have some pop. Real pretty swing.
Just 25 years old. Been around for a while now. Here's the pitch. And back with a strike, 2-1. Part of that terrific return that they got for Juan Soto years back from the Padres. 1-0 Nationals on the Garcia homer. Swing and a fly ball back of third into foul territory. It's Triolo to make the catch, and the inning ends. Nationals lead 1-0 through 1 on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Pittsburgh Pirates fans prefer long ball thinking. In fact, the longer the better.
The 3-1 is swung on, hit deep right field, and that ball is gone!
With a Pittsburgh Pirates PNC Bank Visa debit card, your money goes further.
And it's actually still going!
Earning you discounts on certain tickets and team merch.
Gosh, John, now it's over the river and headed for the Parkway.
Learn more at pnc.com/Pirates Card. PNC Bank National Association, member FDIC. Visa is a registered trademark of Visa International Service Association and used under license.
AHN online scheduling is a great way to book care with real experts. So before you look up, do I have a UTI? Stop searching and schedule an AHN visit anytime. Go to ahn.org/schedule online.
Howdy, Pirates fans. Be sure to head out to PNC Park on Friday, July 10th when the Bucks take on the Brewers at 6:40 p.m. for Country Weekend. Kick up your boots and enjoy some Pirates baseball. Then be sure to stick around after the game for an exciting post-game Zambelli fireworks show presented by EQT. Get your tickets and see all the Country Weekend activities at pirates.com/Country Weekend. Yee-haw, and let's go Bucks.
A good batting order makes all the difference. You start strong, maybe with a breakfast burrito to get you going. Then you bring in some power, like a MTO Homestyle Chicken Sub. And when it's time to shut it down, that's milk. Shut it down, that's milkshake territory. No, to line things up right, even an ordinary day can feel like a win. Sheets, the official convenience store of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
1-0 Nationals through an inning. Tonight, the Mega Millions jackpot, an estimated annuity of $542 million. $542 million. Don't forget to play at your local retailer or online. Pennsylvania lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians every day. Got to be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Ryan O'Hearn to lead it off. Nick Gonzalez and then Jake Mangum here in the second. A Luis Garcia Jr. home run puts the Nationals up 1-0. Foster Griffin, the left-hander for the Nats, to face O'Hearn. Hitting at 285. Takes a fastball strike. 13 homers, just 4 shy of his career high that he set last year. Here's an 0-1. Swinging a ground ball. Snared by the first baseman and on to the pitcher covering for the out. Let's pause 10 for the ID on the Pirates Radio Network. And now Nick Gonzalez. Back-to-back 3-hit games for Nick. And there's first pitch strike in there. Nick up to 305, 6th best in the league. Hit his 4th home run yesterday. Third baseman in even with the bag. And the pitch is inside, 1-1.
Yeah, I'm thinking, hit a hard ground ball. It's amazing the effects that you can have on the defense by just squaring the bunt. You know, and that's why I think it's a good play. If you bunt a lot or not, Nick doesn't bunt a lot.
And Bebosh backs up a little bit. Is swing and miss 1-2.
Hardly bunts at all.
Yeah.
And so, but if you show it every now and again, even if you don't get it down, you just show it, you're going to bring a third baseman in, which gives you more room to get a ground ball past.
Now with 2 strikes, he'll back up. Gonzalez yesterday hitting his first homer off a lefty since July of last year. Facing the lefty Griffin tonight. The pitch inside, missing. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A cut fastball. One out, nobody on in the Pirates second. Pirates trail 1-0 to the Nationals. Here's the pitch. Outside, missing. And now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to throw that cutter so it looks like it's off the plate and then ends up right there. But Gonzalez will swing at pitches a little bit out of the zone if he thinks he can hit them. Payoff pitch. Swung out and lined over third and down the left field line. It's ruled a foul ball. Pirates will at least hold up proceedings. We're so far up here that I can't tell anything that's happening in the game, really. So I'll just wait to tell you what the umpires rule or the manager rules. Pirates will not challenge this. Looks like they thought about it. It looked awfully close from up here, but again, Seagull could land on the field. I'd think it's the ball.
We're way up here.
Still see part of the U.S. Capitol. I don't know if you can from your seat.
I can see the top.
Yeah, you can?
Yep.
They've built so much around here since they opened this ballpark. Still see a little bit. 3-2 is rolled to second. And Nunez collects it. Gets it on to first. And 2 are gone on groundouts in the second. Jake Mangum is coming up.
It is amazing. I mean, there was times I think I counted one year we were here 13 cranes on different buildings they were building, and yeah, it's become a city around this ballpark.
Completely transformed. There's a soccer stadium that has been built a few years ago nearby. Here's Mangum, switch hitter, batting right. And it'll take a strike. Up to 310 with a home run. Since May the 30th, he's hitting 370.
Wow.
And that's third highest in baseball in that span. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes.
Yeah, we figured with the injuries. O'Neal Cruz lost O'Hearn for a bit. Spencer Horwitz now. You didn't miss him as much because of guys like Jake Mangum picking up the slack, doing a nice job. Valdez doing a nice job.
Here's an 0-2. They had a swinging ball, fought off and hit into right, a base hit. He caught it deep, sent it into right field for a 2-out single.
So good with 2 strikes. I mean, I really think it's difficult for pitchers. They don't know what to throw this guy. With 2 strikes, it could be about ready to bounce. He'll hit it. You can go velocity up. He'll hit it.
He has the highest chase percentage in baseball. But he was among the most last year. But chase always sounds so negative. He swings out of the zone more often percentage-wise. There's a strike than any other hitter. What does he do with those pitches? He hits 254 on pitches outside the zone. That's in the top 10%. And he has one of the lowest whiff rates of pitches outside of the zone. He's 8th lowest out of 238 hitters. Toss over to first. Mangum and his 14 steals are back over there. So it works for him. It did with Tampa last year. It does for him with the Pirates.
Yeah, with his speed, putting the ball in play, it's obviously going to be a challenge for any defense.
Andy Rodriguez takes a backdoor breaking ball outside, 1-1. Andy is by terms of OPS, he's the top hitting catcher in baseball. Just ahead of Hunter Goodman of the Rockies in the brief time that he's played this year. We'll take it down to 100 plate appearances. The pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the one demerit for him has been hitting from the right side. Against lefties this year, he's 0 for 15 with 9 strikeouts. Only Bryce Harper, a better hitter in terms of OPS in the National League against righties when Endy hits left-handed. Swinging a ball, hit foul, right side, 1-2. So try to get him a start against the lefty, and then 3 or 4 at bats. See what he can do. OPS over 1,000 against righties. Mangum at first with 2 gone. He takes off. The throw comes to first. Throw comes to second. Swim move. Mangum is out. I think he overslid the bag is when he was called out. And so it'll be going as a caught stealing. A pitcher caught stealing there. 1 to 3 to 6. And Pirates will consider looking at it. And they're going to challenge this.
How about that? Yeah, the ball beat him, but he pulled back his right hand. That was the hand that the second baseman was going to try to tag him with. Reached around with the right hand.
Pittsburgh is challenging the safe call at second base.
That's Mark Wegner in this call and a review brought to you by Ring Central, voice of your business.
And I'm trying to look.
Yell call.
If his right hand did come off the bag momentarily, don't believe that the glove was on him when the leg hit the bag.
Oh, and that's where I think the Pirates are going to win this. Yeah, because he did come off the bag after contacting it. I thought that he evaded the tag at first, which he did.
Yeah, he's going to be safe.
But when he came off the bag, like you said, no glove on him. And Mangum's going to find a way to steal second base here, I think, if they do overturn this back in New York. So right now it's ruled an out, which would end the inning. But if it is overturned, the Pirates would retain their challenge, their replay challenge, and Mangum would collect his 15th steal, and then Endy can bat with a runner in scoring position. A big swing right here with the Pirates trailing 1-0 in the second inning. And it's got to be something definitive to overturn it.
Yeah, I don't see. I think they have to overturn. I don't see him ever being tagged without a body part on the bag. Surprised it's taking this long, actually.
And so the umpires here, all they do is relay what the umpires rule in New York. They have no say in the matter once it is challenged by a team. Usually it's a 90-second to 2-minute maximum, but taking longer than that here. One of the rare deliberations. Nice night. Nice night here. All right, here comes
After review, the call in the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Pittsburgh will retain their challenge.
It was worth the wait.
I can hear some Pittsburgh fans in attendance cheering that call.
Well, Mangum made something out of nothing right there. Throw came to first base. He still ends up stealing second.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing that these guys could do that. Running full speed, starting their slide. It's like the Matrix, having the ability to pull an arm back, reach with a leg.
1-2 to Endy Rodriguez outside. 2-2. And you think about that. The first guy I remember seeing do it well was Josh Harrison.
Yeah.
So it's not all that old of a routine, I guess. 2-2 is fought off foul. Pirates steal a base in today's game. You steal a base and steal a deal from Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Hurry over to VIOC.com/steal. That's STEAL. And you score $25 off your next premium oil change. Tell them Jake Mangum sent you. He's out there at second. 2-2 count on Endy Rodriguez. It'll be a great time for his first hit off a lefty this year. Third baseman Bibas playing along the line some. Here's the pitch. Way outside, 3-2. We'll take a walk, too. Triolo waiting next. Pirates trail 1-0. We're in the second. The set, the pitch. Outside, he walked him. And so Indy Rodriguez works a walk against the lefty. First and second with 2 away for Jared Triolo.
Well, get an extra out for each of these first 2 innings. Made an error in the first. Did the Nats. Now an overturned call, causing Griffin to throw more pitches.
Here's this one to Triolo. That ends up a strike. Triolo hitting at .232 with a home run. He's knocked in 14. Better against lefty pitchers. So he's in there tonight. The pitch. Swinging a foul back. And now 2 strikes. A little bit bigger breaking ball that time from Griffin. Mangum with good speed at second. Base hit scores him here with 2 men out. Indy Rodriguez trails him at first. Here's the pitch. Triolo takes up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Thinking about Foster Griffin and his ERA under 3. And he does have a ton of pitches, and he's good with all of them. Surprised that he has allowed 16 home runs.
Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-2. Yeah, about halfway through the season. Yeah, so, the pace, let's say 30. 30's a lot.
You would never think a guy would have a sub-3 ERA with 16 homers.
And a poor defense behind him.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of it. Unearned runs. 2-2. Swinging a ground ball to first. And out of Indy Rodriguez's path. As he hesitated briefly, it's thrown onto the pitcher covering for the Pirates in the second inning. Bottom half coming up. Still 1-0 Nationals here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light. Bottom of the second inning coming up. Dylan Cruz will lead it off for Washington, who has a 1-0 lead over Mitch Keller and the Pirates. Hey, if you're looking for some fireworks, how about Friday, July 10th after the game against the Brewers at 6:40? Zambelli Fireworks Show brought to you by EQT. Grounded foul, third base way. Strike 1 to Cruz. Go to Pirates.com. Get your tickets. Come on out for Country Weekend. Dylan Cruz chosen second in the 2024 draft. Paul Skeens' LSU teammate. Good sweeper there from Keller. A wave and a miss, 2 strikes. Hasn't hit righties well at all this year. And is hitting lefties very well, Cruz. Just .299 slugging against right-handed pitching since being called up from the minor leagues. Right-handed batter waits. 0-2 from Keller. Swing and a pop foul, back it out of play. And Keller's so good against righty batters who take advantage of the one that he gets to face tonight.
For sure. And I think the Pirates made the right pick.
I think Skeens. Well, I mean, it was quite debated, at least in some circles, maybe publicly, swinging a foul back. But boy, now that there's such a chasm between the two players, I mean, Skeens got off to the best start any pitcher ever has through his first 2 seasons.
Yeah, hitting's hard.
Here's an 0-2, and it's inside 1-2. Especially when nowadays, I mean, there's basically 4 levels in the minors. I don't think guys get a lot of time.
Yeah, hitting's hard.
1-2 pitch. Swinging a dribbler up first. Staying fair at the moment. It'll go foul by the time O'Hearn can get to it. I mean, he was just drafted 2 years ago. Usually guys would still be in the minor league.
Sure, yeah. I mean, probably rushed a bit, which makes it very difficult as well. And, all hitters are going to struggle, just like all pitchers are going to struggle. I guess you think about risk. I guess if you're going to take a pitcher, you always worry about, injury. You never know. I don't think they were worried about it with Paul. He's such a big guy and a workout fanatic.
1-2 is hit in the air to right toward the corner. Valdez near the foul line, and he'll make the catch in the very little foul territory there is in the right field corner. 1 out.
Yeah, it's and everybody knew who Paul Skeens was, more so than they knew who Dylan Cruz was, even though they played on the same team.
And it's still the same. Here is Dalen Lyle, And a swing fly ball deep center field. Mangum back on his horse, back on this one, back, and it's gone. Home run again. Second in as many innings off Keller. Dalen Lyle hits his 9th of the year. Only once has Keller allowed 2 home runs in a game this year. And this Nationals team has put up a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I think he just tried to throw a little backdoor breaking ball. I'm not sure if it was the sweeper or the curveball, but man, that's not a bad pitch. It's up a little bit, but on the outer third, maybe 6 inches above the knee. Wow, that was impressive.
Yeah. And that's a deeper part of this park, too. There's an angle just to the left of dead center that is the deepest part of this park. First one is there for a strike. Lyle hit that one 417 feet. Just snuck it out of here. Deepest part, 336 and 335 down the lines. Here's a swing and fly ball deep center. Mangum back, warning track, should have room here. He'll make the catch. That one hit almost 400 feet. But an out to Keibert Ruiz and 2 away. 2-0 Nationals. Here's Yorbi Vivas.
Yeah, on the scorecard, fly balls. It's a 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 2 fly balls that left the ballpark.
Here's Vivas. And a swing and a little liner past short and into left, a base hit. Yorbi Vivas, 2-out single.
And remember that time Mitch was like a ground ball machine.
The 22 season. He's actually gotten 10 ground ball double plays this year. And, when a lot of guys, he just turned 30. It's not like he's 38 years old, but when guys' velocity starts to wane some, and his has, keep the ball on the ground a little bit more. Outside ball 1, but he hasn't really been touched by home runs all that much.
No. I'm looking at his ground ball
lately,
rate.
though.
Yeah, he gets a lot of ground balls.
He's given up, even including tonight, 7 home runs in his last 6 starts. He's given up 4 in his first 12 starts. Outside 2-0, even the 7 and 6 isn't alarming. So, but typically you see guys kind of gravitate toward more ground balls if you can as you move along. So part of the maturation process. He's been getting some of those. Here with 2 outs, Bibas out at first, not a threat to run, never stolen a base. The pitch, Nunez hits it high in the air, left field, routine for Reynolds. He'll make the catch to end the inning. The Nationals add on the home run by Dalen Lyle, and they strand a man. We're through 2. It's presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She can get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, it saved time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Summer's calling, and it tastes like flavor. Crack open the tropical taste of IC Light Mango and the refreshingly bold new IC Light Berry. Bright, crisp, refreshing, bursting with flavor, but still light. IC Light Mango and IC Light Berry. Bring the summer flavor rush.
Nick York here. In baseball, stats can tell you a lot. When your car breaks, you want a company that has all the right stats on your team. CarShield's been in business for over 20 years. That's staying power. They're America's most trusted auto protection. That's reputation. They've sold over 3 million contracts. That's a whole lot of happy drivers. CarShield has paid over $1 billion in claims. The numbers speak for themselves. Let CarShield help with costly repairs when an unexpected breakdown happens.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Summer's finally here, and we're kicking it off with a whole lot of free. Free brake pads with Duralast rotors. Free oil filter with 5 quarts of oil. Free Armor All wipes with Armor All glass cleaner, and more. More free, so you can have more summer. Celebrate free at AutoZone. Now through July 27th. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Let's go to the 3rd inning. It's brought to you by the Iron Workers Local Union number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. Left-hander Foster Griffin. 2 scoreless for the Nationals who face Connor Griffin, who had a base hit his first time. And the pitch. Big sweeper in for a strike. Third baseman Bibas started off even with the bag. Now he'll back up after a strike on Griffin. 2-0 the Nationals lead. A pair of solo home runs. The pitch. Check swing foul near the Nationals dugout up first. Now 2 strikes. Brandon Lau on deck, and then it's Brian Reynolds. Oh, 2 coming. Check swinging the ball in. Now the Pirates for most of the season had been near the bottom in OPS for their right-handed batters. It's starting to come up now. Valdez helping that cause. Griffin returning from the IL is helping. The Pirates are number 1 in OPS. They're left-handed batters of all 30 teams. Top lefties are in the lineup tonight against this left-handed starter. Fouled away, and still 1-2 on Griffin.
And to think that we're doing all that without Horwitz and Cruz leading baseball.
Highest on base plus slugging. General denominator of hitting prowess. Here's a 1-2, and that's in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A sharp curveball from Griffin. Foster Griffin played the last 3 years with the Yomiuri Giants in Japan. Pitch grounded foul. Among the ERA leaders, 10th lowest opposing batting average in all of baseball coming in. And 1.15 ERA in June. The Nationals are 13-4 when he starts. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a fly ball back of short. Left fielder Lyle coming on. And he takes care of that one out. Brandon Lau is coming up. And so is Country Weekend at PNC Park. And on Saturday, July 11th, the first 20,000 will take home a Pirates cowboy hat. That's brought to you by Sugardale. 4:05 game against the Brewers, Saturday, July 11th. Come on out for Country Weekend. Check it out, pirates.com/Country Weekend. Now popped out his only time. Starting as the DH against the lefty. Swinging a foul back. Pretty impressive, the couple of hits he had against two different lefties yesterday, both to the opposite field.
Yep, he was scuffling a bit left-handed and kind of pulling off the ball out in front, getting some chase. And then the lefties, he went the other way.
Swinging a foul.
And, it looked intentional. He got a couple pitches up out over the plate, just slapped them in the left field, hit them hard. And sometimes that's what it takes when you're struggling a little bit. Maybe you need to see a left-on-left situation just to make you stay back, make you see the ball a little bit longer.
He's down 2 strikes here with 1 out, nobody on in the third. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball, dribbled foul. Stays and now rolls out of the batter's box.
Interesting with Foster Griffin, who, again, averages 91.5 miles per hour with his fastball. And lefties cannot hit it. 0.53 lefties against his fastball.
0-2 down and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. How often does he throw it? Is it more of a kind
about 20%?
Okay, so that it's almost like a try to lull you to sleep with other stuff and then zip.
It seems like it.
Pitch, swinging a foul back.
When he throws a 4-seamer, it looks like it gets on him. The most used pitch is the cutter, but between his 2-seam and 4-seam, just doesn't throw it very often.
Still ahead 1-2 on Brandon Lau. Griffin at 50 pitches. 1 out in the third. The pitch. Swinging a fly ball left field. Foul territory. Long run for Lyle. And it'll bound off the netting. Now putting together a long at bat here.
Which is a good thing. Talked about this Nats bullpen. We already got Foster Griffin over 50 pitches. We've watched this Pirates offense and how they've come back in ball games this year. And you're looking at maybe getting this lefty out of the game before the 6th.
Still 1-2 on Lau, and the pitch. Swinging a foul back, spoiling another one. That time tried to rush the fastball by him. One out, nobody on, third inning. Pirates trail 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went with the big sweeper. That's the first strikeout for Griffin, the Nationals starter. 8-pitch at bat. 2 outs for Brian Reynolds. The ultimate goal of a baseball fan, seeing it all. The Journey to 30 sweepstakes presented by T-Mobile is the ultimate bucket list. You can enter now for your chance to win trips to all 30 ballparks. High and away, ball 1. Go to MLB.com/Journey to 30 sweeps. Want to know on Reynolds. Here's the pitch. And it's down low, 2-0. Reached when Abrams made an error his last time. Here in this ballpark, he's played 15 games. He's driven in 15 runs. Likes hitting here. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a fly ball to deep center field. Cruz back. Warning track. Looking up, and there it goes. Home run for Brian Reynolds. Dead center field. Reynolds hits his 12th of the year. The Pirates are on the board. It's 2-1. And he pointed to a Pirates fan out there in the left of center field. He's waving a terrible towel out there, and he pointed to him when he rounded second. I love it.
Yeah, that's great. And he hit that ball hard. And the ball does seem to be carrying. All 3 runs coming via the solo homer. He got a cut fastball that ended up middle of the plate. Good to see the instant offense.
A sheet shot from Brian Reynolds. Now Ismaelin Valdez will take a strike. Stations, we owe you the ID. We'll pass it along in a moment. Pirates get on the board. That's home run number 12 for Reynolds. Pitch. And that's in tight. 1 ball, 1 strike. 54 runs batted in now for Brian Reynolds. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Is that a changeup?
Yeah, he does throw a change. Not a bunch of them.
Griffin had only allowed 3 home runs in June in those 5 starts. Yeah, hot. And maybe part of the reason why it got out of here. 100 degrees at game time. That's hot.
Indeed. It felt like 112.
I believe it. There's a swing and a miss. And Valdez down on strikes. Pirates get on the board. Brian Reynolds with the home run. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. It's 2-1 by Iron City. And I see light. Two to 1 Nationals. We'll pause 10 for the ID on the Pirates Radio Network. James Wood will lead it off, and he'll take down and in for ball 1. Luis Garcia Jr., who homered his first time up, and then Jose Tena. Reynolds homering in the top of this third inning. The Nationals lead 2-1. The pitch from Mitch Keller. Right on the outer edge with a strike. And it's 1-1. Wood with 22 homers. Among the leaders in the National League. The pitch is swung on and lined into right field. That's going to be a base hit and more. Valdez was playing way off the line. Wood heads to second. He's turning the bag and heading for 3. Gonzalez with the relay. It's way late. And just the positioning of the right fielder enabling Wood to triple here to start this third inning.
Yeah, typically, you think a big guy like James Wood, but the big guy can run a little bit. And they were way off the line. The Pirates had Valdez. And so he had to go maybe 100 feet to collect that ball.
And so a leadoff triple for Wood. His first triple. Now Luis Garcia Jr. Infield will play up here with the Nationals leading 2-1 here in the third. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a pop-up back of third. Triolo and Griffin. It'll be Griffin, the shortstop, to make the catch. Not nearly deep enough to score the runner from third. 1 out. Good job by Mitch Keller to get a pop-up on that hot hitter, Garcia. And now, Jose Tena lined out to short his only time. See how they play him now. They'll keep the infield up here with one out. Another lefty hitter. The pitch. Tena checks his swing and a ball in. 2-1 Nationals. Well, hard not to score a runner at third with less than 2 outs, but that's Keller's job right now to try to keep it that way. Here's a set in the 1-0. Swinging a deep fly ball and plenty deep enough. This might get out of here. Mangum back to the wall, and there it goes, way out of here. Tena launches one, almost scraping the walkway behind the batter's eye in center. And the Nationals have a 4-1 lead. Keller, just the 4th time in his career he's allowed 3 home runs in a game. And we're in the 3rd inning.
My goodness. Now
that was a gargantuan home run.
Yeah, that I don't know what that's going to be listed at, but it had to be 440.
First time all year that Keller's allowed 3 home runs. 434 on StatCast. Yeah, that's the vicinity that we're all thinking. Swinging a foul back, strike one to C.J. Abrams. Pirates in a hole, 4-1 here in the 3rd. And it has just been, you know, as much as the bullpen has been maligned, and, you know, they're culpable of some of these games for sure, especially in earlier June. Maybe swinging a foul 1 or 0-2 now. The Pirates, since May 13th, with Skeens and Keller on the mound, coming into tonight, a 6.11 ERA between the two. That's gone up. And the Pirates are 4-14 when those two start.
Wow. Yeah, that's.
And getting just a little more than 5 innings to start.
Yeah, hard to, gain any ground.
Almost hit Abrams, and it's 1-2.
Think about your 1 and 2 guys, and you're not winning the games that they start. Hard to say, but you're just going to hover around 500.
Here's a 1-2. Swinging a ball line sharply into right. That's going to get down for a hit. And Abrams is on with a 1-out single to right.
I mean, in fact, when you say that, it's amazing that the team is 500.
Yeah.
When you have such a poor record for such a stretch with your 1 and 2 guys in the rotation.
And that's since May 13th. So that we're talking about, 6, 7, 8 weeks or so. Right side wide open with Cruz, a right-handed batter, the only right-handed batter. He'll line one into left field. Coming on is Reynolds, and he'll make the catch for the 2nd out. Dalen Lyle is coming up. Doesn't mean they can't turn it around, but to be able to survive a stretch where your 1 and 2 pitchers are 10 games under 500 and 18 starts. What if they were 9-9? The Pirates would be clearly in wild card position. They'd be tied with the Phillies right now.
Yeah.
So, how do you get Skeens right? How do you get Keller right? Both got off to good starts this year. Toss over to first, and Abrams is back. And the coaching staff, they'll take the time to pour over everything, but I don't know. I don't have an answer either, but they've got to get better. Otherwise, the Pirates will not get better. Abrams takes off, got a good jump, swing and a miss, throw down, and no chance for Andy Rodriguez. It's too good of a jump. Stolen base is 14th for C.J. Abrams. He's in scoring position with 2 outs.
Yeah, that he got started before Mitch started his delivery.
And Lyle, who homered his last time up, down a strike, now a man in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip and 2 strikes. 4-1 Nationals, 3rd inning. 3 home runs by the Nats. 6 hits in total. A triple by Wood to start this inning. Abrams singled and stole second. Keller had nothing in 2 with 2 outs in the pitch. Swinging a ball laced into right, and there's going to be another run. Around first, Lyle heads into second. 2 out, 2 strike. RBI double. That's an 0-2 pitch that he doubles sharply into the right field corner. And now it's 5-1. And by the way, Skeens and Keller, opponents are hitting .370 off them with runners in scoring position since May 13th. That's before tonight.
Yeah, and that's the difference. That's the big difference maker there. Boy, that was a curveball that ended up below the zone that he went down and hit. And now the Nats have hit for the cycle in this inning. And the Nats have yet to hit a ball on the ground.
The whole night.
Yeah, they've set up 15 batters, not a single ball on the ground. No.
That's bizarre.
No strikeouts.
Now here's Keibert Ruiz. And a swinging ball lined sharply but foul. This is 8 or 9 rows back in the second deck, but well foul. And a strike to Keibert Ruiz. It's 5-1 Nationals here in the third inning. The way that the Nationals pitched this year and the way that the Pirates have hit, they're still in this game very much. Keller's got to try to keep it right here. The pitch swung on and grounded softly to first base. O'Hearn to Keller covering for the out. And the inning ends. Nationals pick up 3 more on 4 hits. And we'll go to the 4th inning in Washington. Radio Network presented by Iron City and IC Light.
We're back, fans. The Pirates have already put together some pretty impressive wins this year and are hoping to keep pushing it. But there's another fan favorite in town that also knows a thing or two about winning. Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh and in America for 49 years straight. Being tough, capable, and having the smarts, F-Series is tough to beat. F-150, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And it looks like it's out of here.
At AHN, we see you juggling 100 things at once. That's why we made it easier to book with the doctors you need. With AHN online scheduling, you can book with your primary care provider or get time with a specialist. Visit ahn.org/schedule, answer a couple of simple questions, and search for providers, locations, and times that work best for you. Easy online scheduling. Because at AHN, we see you.
Food insecurity is something nobody should experience. That's why Edgar Snyder and Associates will donate $50 to the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank for every Pirates double play this season. To learn more and see how you can help double down on food insecurity, visit edgarsnyder.com.
At Giant Eagle, we're focused on quality, freshness, and all your favorites. Because meals bring us together. Because recipes keep traditions alive. Because the right ingredients make it or break it. Because being part of the neighborhood matters. Because what we pick up at the store is what we bring into our lives. At Giant Eagle, we're always going for better. To bring you the better. To bring you the best. Because it matters.
Pirates will have to come from behind tonight. They're down 5-1. As they start the 4th inning, it's Ryan O'Hearn to lead things off against Foster Griffin, the left-hander for the Nationals. Bounced out his only time. First pitch. And trying to inside breaking ball. Missed. Ball 1 to O'Hearn. Nick Gonzalez, and then it's Jake Mangum to follow. Pitch. Swinging a foul. Hey, Country Weekend is coming up Sunday, July 12th. Kids 14 and younger will take home a Pirates bandana while supplies last. It's brought to you by IUOE 66. Brewers are in town. It's a 12:15 early start on Sunday, July 12th. Go to pirates.com/country weekend. A little bit low that time. Now 2-1. Griffin behind on Ryan O'Hearn. Here's the set and the pitch. Zips a fastball in there at the knees. 2-2. Bunch up the 2 left side infielders now. Vivas moving about where the shortstop usually stands. Swing and a temper foul. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sweeper from Griffin. There's a first rounder by the Royals 12 years ago. Swinging a fly ball left field, fairly deep. Lyle back just shy of the warning track. He'll make the catch, 1 out.
Yeah, we talked about the ball carrying in Philly. It's like that here. It's the heat, I assume. Not a lot of wind to speak of, but the ball just doesn't want to come down.
It was 100 degrees at game time, and that is tied for the third hottest game time temperature the Pirates have been involved in since 2000. There's a strike. There was a game in St. Louis in 2012. It was listed at 101. And then 2 games in Phoenix right around 20 years ago, 100 and 102. I guess the roof was open for those, but it's a dry heat. Swinging a foul, 2 strikes.
It's way different. It is. This is way different than Phoenix. I mean, you walk for 5 minutes here, you're dripping sweat. Phoenix, you wouldn't sweat. That's the difference.
And yesterday was a day game. Swing and a liner foul by Gonzalez. Still 2 strikes. And at one point, the scoreboard in Philadelphia yesterday showed 105 degrees.
Yeah.
It was 103, 104 for most of the game. And that's without the humidity. Here's 0-2. High and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it's a night game. Tomorrow, the start time is 11 a.m. And so it'll be before it crests how hot it can be, but it will get to that point during the game where it'll be among the hottest it will be all day. The pitch is swung on and grounded to second. And Nunez gets in front of it. Flip it on to first for the 2nd out. Gonzalez has grounded out the second twice. Jake Mangum with a base hit his first time. He's coming up. Pirates trail 5-1 here in the 4th. And tomorrow night, the Powerball jackpot has an estimated annuity of $396 million. $396 million. Don't forget to play at your local retailer or online. Pennsylvania lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians every day. You got to be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Here's the pitch. Mangum sees strike 1. And a base hit to right. First time around. Ended up stealing second. Pirates won the replay challenge. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pulled off a changeup. And now 2 strikes. Pirates got their run on a home run by Reynolds in the 3rd. They have not gone down in order in any inning. Griffin has retired the first 2 here in the 4th. 2 strikes on Mangum in the pitch. Swinging a comebacker, knocked down by Griffin, trickling towards second. On to first, Nunez gets the out. Boy, what a great play by the Nationals second baseman to get the speedy Jake Mangum.
I didn't think he had a chance. That was a great play.
And that ends the Pirates' 4th inning. We'll go to the bottom half. It's still 5-1 Washington. Go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Washington comes to bat, and they have a 5-1 lead against Mitch Keller and the Pirates here in D.C. Yorbeat Bibas will lead it off. Nasim Nunez and then James Wood. Nationals with 7 hits, 3 home runs, 5 extra base hits. Here's a swing and a ground ball on to second. And Gonzalez on to first. 1 pitch and 1 out for Keller here in the fourth.
Yeah, ground balls, the last 2 batters. And, you start wondering, does he need to go back to the sinking fastball to get more ground balls?
He's gotten 2 right there. The last 2 batters, the first 2 ground balls he's hit all day. Now Nunez, the speedster, takes his strike. Baseball stolen base leader Nasim Nunez, who struck his first home run of the season in the Nationals' previous game on Wednesday. And he takes outside 1 ball, 1 strike. 233 overall, but his last 17 games hitting at 360. Sleight of frame switch hitter, bats left. Here's the pitch. Back with a strike. Now Keller is ahead 1-2. Five to 1 Nationals in the fourth. Here's the pitch. A little bit up. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Nunez. Big slugger James Wood waiting next. Here's the pitch. And it almost hit him. Bounced up there. 3-2 now. Don't want to walk him. He has 32 stolen bases. Cruz is still second in the National League.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
All that time he's missed. Here comes a 3-2. Swinging a foul back.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Shows you what kind of year he's been having. Pirates are 10-17 when Cruz doesn't start. Swinging a ground ball, softly hit foul up first. Hit it off his foot. Nunez hobbled for a moment. Coming up on Friday, a week from tonight, Brewers are in town. It's a 6:40 game, and you can enjoy a pregame Miller Lite happy hour. The time gates open up until first pitch. Go to pirates.com/tickets. Come on out Friday night. Pirates return home Tuesday. They'll host the Atlanta Braves. There's the 3-2. And Nunez takes strike 3. First strikeout of the night for Keller. And for every Pirates pitcher strikeout in July, Coppers is donating $25 to Blood Cancer United.
Yeah, he went to that little 2-seamer. Boy, that thing had a lot of movement to it. Started well in off the plate and came back and caught that inside corner.
Keller going for his first scoreless inning. There's a strike to James Wood, who tripled back in the third. First triple since 2024. Pirates contained him in that last series back in Pittsburgh. It's outside 1-1. He had 3 singles in 16 at-bats and struck out 9 times. Only Schwarber has struck out more this season, but he's produced a lot. Wood, that's outside now 2-1.
That's surprising he hasn't had a triple since 24, because he runs pretty good for a big man.
Here's a set, the 2-1. Outside 3-1 now. He had 4 his rookie year in 24. Garcia, who is homered tonight, is on deck. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Swinging the ball line sharply into right base hit. Wood will turn the bag and head for second. And he's got his second extra base hit today. He leads baseball in extra base hits. We had a 2-out double in front of Garcia.
Yeah, the 6th extra base hit off of Mitch Keller. And he challenged him. He went center cut with a fastball at 93.
This ties a career high most extra base hits allowed in a game by Mitch Keller. which happened in this ballpark 2 years ago. Well, the other time that he's allowed 6 extra base hits in a game. We're in the 4th. 2 outs for Garcia. Homered his first time up. 1 for 2 tonight. There's a strike on the outer edge.
Yeah, there's been so much talk about Paul Skeens and his velocity being down a bit. How about Mitch Keller averages 93?
Yeah, it is waned. Which doesn't mean effectiveness has to wane. A swing and a foul back, 2 strikes. But typically they're somewhat correlated through the years, most pitchers. Down 0.7 of a mile an hour on the 4-seamer from last year.
Yeah, there was times, though, you'd see him. He'd reach back and crank it up to 95, 96. I don't remember seeing that this year.
Swing and a foul back. In the 22 season, he averaged 95.6. And then 23, 95.2. This year, 93.4 on the 4-seam fastball coming in, according to StatCast. 2 strikes. He's ahead on Garcia. Reigning player of the week. Here's the pitch. Down and in, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Keller at 62 pitches. Went 79 in his last outing. There's action in the Washington bullpen. Just right-hander tossing. Swing and a liner falling fast in the center, and a diving catch by Mangum, sliding feet first to make the grab to end the inning. Nationals get a double, but leave them stranded. And Keller puts up. It's 5-1 Washington here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
In the market for a new mattress but overwhelmed by all the options? At Mattress Firm, we make it easy. Just drop in, answer a few questions, and our sleep experts will guide you to your perfect mattress. And with options for every budget, it's no wonder more shoppers choose Mattress Firm than any other mattress specialty retailer. And now save up to $1,000 on a Tempur-Pedic split king system, plus get a $300 instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
That sound, that's home. You're watching the Bucks, you don't grab just any beer. If you want to hit a home run in your town, drink local, Iron City beer, or crack an IC Light. Clean, crisp, game day ready. It's your town, your team, your Iron City and IC Light. Proudly Pittsburgh.
The Pirates and PNC are going to bat for local small businesses by highlighting a different business each month. This month, the spotlight's on Fat Butcher. Located in Upper Lawrenceville, a whole animal butcher shop sourcing beef, pork, lamb, and poultry from local farms. Stop in and pick up a dry-aged steak cut to order, a smash burger or sandwich featuring their house-cured deli meats and fresh sausage. To learn more, follow Fat Butcher on Instagram at Fat Butcher Shop.
Get fired up, Bucks fans. Every time the Pirates steal this season, Valvoline Instant Oil Change's Steal a Base, Steal a Deal is officially in play. Every stolen base means you score a steal of your own, $25 off your next premium oil change. So let's cheer on Bucko base stealing this season to save on a winning oil change. Hey, it's just Valvoline Instant Oil Change's way of reminding you it's good to steal if you're a pirate. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, proud partner of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
5-1 Nationals. Let's take 10 for the ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Andy Rodriguez leads it off for the Pirates here in the 5th inning. Drew a walk his first time. Here's the pitch from Foster Griffin, a swing and a ground ball to third. Bibas up with it cleanly, and on to first, 1 out. The 5th inning brought to you by the IBEW Local Union number 5. Griffin at 74 pitches now with 1 out in the 5th. Jared Triolo is coming up.
Yeah, what they righty up in the bullpen? Yeah, I'm wondering who could it be? I can't see from here. But
the pitch, and that's down low, 1-0.
Yeah, the way he started throwing, even before the bottom of the 4th ended, it makes me think, was it like a bulk guy, like a starter or something?
Lord is the one, kind of the bulk guy, and I don't know if that's him or not, but He's just right-handed. That's all I have for you. There's a strike. And he was a starting pitcher before, so that is kind of. It says it's Ribalta down there. Okay. Well, Ribalta's been acting as the closer sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
He's kind of throwing and not throwing. Third baseman Bibas playing in the pitch. And it just missed inside to Triolo. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on in the 5th. Bibas still right there at the bag. Here's the pitch. Swing, fly ball, center field. Dylan Cruz of the Nationals coming in a few steps. He'll retire it for the 2nd out. 2 gone in the Pirates' 5th. 5-1 Nationals are leading. And the Pirates and PNC are partnering on an initiative to support local small businesses. In July, Fat Butcher is featured. Fat Butcher is located in Upper Lawrenceville. They're a whole animal butcher shop sourcing all their products from local farms. Learn more about Fat Butcher and the initiative between the Pirates and PNC at pirates.com/smallbusiness. Pitch down and in ball 1 to Connor Griffin. 1 out of 2 tonight. Pirates have 3 hits, a Reynolds home run in there, accounting for the scoring. Well, he said Foster Griffin had not allowed more than a run in any of his 5 June starts. He's starting off July the same way. Here's a swing and a liner foul left side. 1-1 on Connor Griffin. Running into a hot pitcher.
Yeah, and I thought that it might be a shorter start for him just because of the amount of pitches he's thrown in his last 4.
There's a swing and a base hit into left field.
A good swing there from Connor. Connor gets the fastball in the previous pitch and got the head out. He slapped it foul. I think they tried to double up and go in there again, and he's able to turn it around.
So he's got 2 hits tonight. And Griffin with 16 steals. Mangum has already stolen tonight. And Griffin delivers. It's grounded back to the mound, and Lau is thrown out to end the 5th. 1 hit and 1 left for the Pirates. They trail 5-1. Bottom of the 5th coming up from Washington. Washington comes to bat. They're leading 5-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Country Weekend is coming up next weekend, and on Sunday, July 12th, after the 12:15 game against the Brewers, Jordan Davis will perform full-length concert. First one outside, ball 1. multi-platinum award-winning Jordan Davis after that 12-15 game Sunday, July 12th. Get your tickets at pirates.com/Jordan Davis. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Keller to Jose Tena, who hit a 2-run home run his last time up. That one was 434 feet. The longest of the 4 home runs hit today. 3 by the Nationals, 1 by Brian Reynolds. Here's a ground ball on to second base, and Tena is thrown out, 1 away. Now Abrams. A base hit his last time.
Yeah, you look at Mitch's pitch count. He's been pretty efficient considering. 66 pitches here in the 5th.
First one's in there for a strike. And that curveball wants to be challenged by C.J. Abrams. And our first ABS challenge of the evening is by the Nationals.
The call is overturned. The count is 1-0.
And so Abrams wins it. Here comes a 1-0 from Keller. Swinging a ground ball foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. And you might think, well, the first pitch of an at-bat, you know, what's the big deal? Well, it really does change a hitter's success. After the first pitch is a strike, they hit 215 in the aggregate. And after the first pitch is a ball, they hit 254.
Yeah.
It's down low, 1-1.
I'm surprised it's that low, actually, 254.
That's this season.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you go back any year in baseball and you look at it, and there's a big span. 2-1 is grounded past the mound. The shortstop Griffin ranging far to his left on the run, throws him out. And a good play by Connor Griffin at short.
My goodness. He caught that ball 15 feet on the second base side. Had to go a long way. He probably hasn't had to make many throws from that spot.
And that flexor strain, and nothing looked awry there. That was a nice on-target throw with some velocity on it. That's good to see him healthy. Good to see Keller getting the ball on the ground. That's ball 1 down low to Cruz. I didn't realize that until you pointed that out. The first ground ball, whether a hit or an out, came as the final hitter in the 3rd inning. The 16th batter of the game. And that's inside 2-0. But since then, a lot more on the ground.
Yep.
And better success.
4 of the last 6 balls put in play have been on the ground.
There's a 2-0 and a strike. That's a chant of USA that started by the Tarps Off crew here in Washington, up in the upper deck in right field. Here's the 2-1. And it's outside with a breaking ball. 3 balls and a strike on Dylan Cruz, who's 0 for 2 tonight. 1 right-handed batter in the lineup for the Nationals. Keller going for his first 1-2-3 inning. Here's a swing and a ground ball to second. Looks like he's got it. Gonzalez on to first, and the inning ends. 3 ground ball outs for Mitch Keller, rebounding to get through the 5th. We'll go to the 6th, and it's still 5-1 Nationals on the Pirates Radio Light.
Paul Skeens is elite at catching batters looking.
He struck him out.
But recently, he got caught looking.
I was striking out on my search for a new vehicle. But then I checked out number 1 Cochran, and that changed the game.
You're not the only one, Paul. Number 1 Cochran has been delighting Pittsburghers and Pirates fans for more than 60 years. And we're glad you're part of our family.
It's great to be with the number 1 automotive team in town.
Number 1 Cochran.
Hey Pirates fans, SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Buccos. Meaning SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of... the official ticket marketplace of...
That ball was crushed.
And...
Did you see that?
Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Yinzer games or to any other live event in Pittsburgh, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of...
Let's go Bucks!
This season, every Pirates home run does more than light up the scoreboard. It helps fight hunger. Through Home Runs for Hunger, Sheets will donate $200 for every homer hit at PNC Park to the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank. Get loud, buckos. Every Sheet shot helps provide meals to our neighbors in need.
At AHN, we see you juggling 100 things at once. That's why we made it easier to book with the doctors you need. With AHN online scheduling, you can book with your primary care provider or get time with a specialist. Visit ahn.org/schedule, answer a couple of simple questions, and search for providers, locations, and times that work best for you. Easy online scheduling. Because at AHN, we see you. We see you.
The Nationals have a 5-1 lead as we start the 6th inning, but the silver lining is, as you kind of surmised, Rock, maybe a back-down outing for Foster Griffin, and sure enough, he'll be pulled after 5 innings and 83 pitches.
Yeah, it made him work early. It was over 60 through 3. He ended up getting through the 4th and 5th, but no surprise. So now you're into the bullpen. Orlando Reagular, 3.70 ERA.
Ready to work to Brian Reynolds, who homered his last time up, and there's your strike. Our 6th inning brought to you by the operating engineers of Local 66. Reagular, a right-hander, delivers a strike at the knees, and it's 0-2. Turning around, Reynolds has been really good against lefty batters. Reagular, they hit just 147 against him. Born in Cuba, grew up in Miami. Bunch up the 2 left side infielders for Reynolds. Ahead 0-2. Reagular delivers outside now, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, not a lot of strikeouts, just 18 and 24 and a third. 10 walks, a couple of homers.
6'7" in the pitch. That's low, 2-2. Has the socks pulled up just beneath the knees.
You look at a guy like that, you look at the numbers, you think, probably a lot of ground balls. He does get a fair share of grounders.
Now 2-2 to Reynolds here in the 6th. And the pitch. Swinging a foul back.
His two-seam fastball, 57% of the time it's on the ground.
Reynolds making him work here, leading off this 6th. 2-2 from Reagular. A little bit low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That one at 98. Foster Griffin went 5 innings, 4 hits. It's a run and a walk and 2 strikeouts. The run was on the Reynolds homer. Here's the pitch. And a check swing. Did he go? Yes, on the appeal to third. He tried to walk down to first. But he's caught out on strikes. 1 out.
Yeah. Brian does not agree. Shaking his head as he walks back to the third base dugout.
5-1 Nationals. Here's Ace Marilyn Valdez. 0 for 2 tonight. 22 years old. Right-handed batter. Pitch. Up and in, ball 1. This is his 3rd time now that he's been in that cleanup spot for the Pirates. He's the youngest Pirate to start in the cleanup spot since Aramis Ramirez back in 2000. There's a 1-0, and there's a strike. Well, you'd take it if he ends up anything like Aramis Ramirez.
Yeah, they were close to that for sure. Big-time run producer.
Started and ended his career with the Pirates. The pitch. Way up and in, and Valdez ducking out of the way. Helmet popping off.
Yeah, up and in at 98.
Makes it 2 balls and a strike. Knocked the dirt out of his helmet. Nationals have a 5-1 lead. Two balls and a strike. Ribalta delivers. Swinging a bouncer, softly hit to third, playing back. Bibas charges, bare hands, and it's going to be too late anyway. He won't throw it. Infield hit for Ace Marilyn Valdez.
It actually took a big hop towards the third baseline. You had no chance of throwing him out. Might as well just let it go. Thought it would have rolled foul, but you never know.
And better odds of it rolling foul than picking it up and throwing him out. So, which was 0.
But we'll take it. Get a base runner. Valdez extends the hitting streak.
8-gamer now. He's on for Ryan O'Hearn. 0 for 2 tonight, facing Ribalta for the first time. The pitch, swing, fly ball, tailing foul left side and into the seats. Almost sounds like we're at a World Cup match.
That is amazing how quickly that section filled up with young men with no shirts. And they're singing everything.
It's doubled in the last 10 minutes.
There's at least 400 people.
Here's an 0-1, and it's outside 1-1. I was wondering, is it all orchestrated how they come together? But no, it was a few rows of guys back there. You could start to notice them by about maybe the 4th inning. And yeah, in the last 10 minutes or so, it looks like it's double. You can hear them. The pitch outside.
I want to say
a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of cool. And I looked out there. It's probably 2 innings ago. There was 8 people in the top row.
Is that what it was?
8. I'm like, well, I don't think they're going to do very well tonight.
It's a whole section, and everybody that was in that section, they kind of move over if they don't want to participate. It's down to 3-1 now on O'Hearn. Valdez is aboard at first with 1 out. 5-1, Washington leading. We're in the 6th. Ribalta out of the Nationals bullpen. His 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Had a freebie there. Went for it. Now a lock in here with 2 strikes. Ribalta. Big wind on this 6-7 frame. A swing and a foul right back. Challenged him.
Yeah, you would think he'd challenge more, with that big arm. That was 100 miles per hour, that fastball. But a lot of sliders, a lot of balls. Almost half of his pitches outside the zone.
(3-2) and strike 3 call. And froze him on a fastball at 99. 2 outs. Nick Gonzalez will come up. And for the Pittsburgh Brewing Company, key account of the game, stop into Applebee's all season long. $4 22-ounce IC Light drafts.
Yeah, watch the replay of that pitch. That pitch was 99 and right down the middle. And the catcher missed it.
That tells you how hard it was to probably pick up.
Maybe.
For O'Hearn and for Keibert Ruiz. It's inside ball 1.
It turned out to be a big pitch. You sit there and we talk about it a lot. You got a nice lead. You get to the bullpen. Walks seem to lead to runs.
Here's the set. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike on Nick Gonzalez. He's bounced out to second twice today. Valdez with an infield hit. He's at first with 2 away. Pirates trail Washington 5-1 here in the series opener. Keller on for the Pirates. Here's the pitch. Swing, fly ball, right field. Wood in a few steps. And he'll take care of the final out. Pirates get a single and leave a man on. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Here in Washington, the Nationals lead 5 by Iron City. An icy light. Now the Nationals will come to bat in the home half of the 6th inning. Washington leading 5-1. Mitch Keller starts the frame at 75 pitches. His first one skids to the backstop, ball 1. Dalen Lyle has driven in a run each of his first 2 times up. He homered in the 2nd and then had a 2-out 0-2 pitch that he doubled on in the 3rd. Here's a 1-0 and a swing and a high fly ball right field. Deep but playable. Valdez onto the warning track. He'll make the catch. 1 out. Keller is retired 5 in a row. And now Keibert Ruiz is coming up.
So I went to the restroom, and they have, the radio feed in there, and they were on a commercial, and I hear Country Roads. And I'm thinking, West Virginia, what is going on around here? And the advertisement was for
tourism?
No.
Oh. Line foul.
Fireworks. Okay. And so, come to West Virginia, blah, 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 just over the border, 45 minutes away. It makes no sense to me. I just literally looked at the map. And I'm like, wow, West Virginia is really close to D.C.
Yeah. So it's really... So from where I live, or from where we are now, it's about the same distance to get to the state line of West Virginia.
Well, it only takes us 45 minutes to get to West Virginia, where we're from, too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
It's astounding to me. The pitch is fouled back. And now 2 strikes on Keibert Ruiz. The Pirates bust from Philadelphia, so we're in the Commonwealth, and then go through Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia, and here we are in the District of Columbia. Swinging a fly ball. I had to look at the map. It was unfamiliar. And easily caught by Mangum. 2 quick outs for Keller, seeming to get on a roll now. And Bibas will come up. But yeah, I would not have considered West Virginia being that close.
No.
Justin Lawrence, who was with the Pirates earlier this year, he's now with the Nationals, and he's warming in their bullpen. Pirates trail 5-1. Bibas, left-handed batter, takes a strike. Long-time Yankees spring training player. He'd be in there every time the Pirates were in Tampa. Here's the pitch. And it's a little bit low from Keller. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bibas a base hit in 2 tries tonight. 5-1 Nationals. The pitch. Swing fly ball center field. And Mangum there for the out. 3 fly ball outs for Keller. His second straight 1-2-3 inning. And we'll go to the 7th. It's Radio Network presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Game day doesn't just happen. You plan for it. You fuel up before first pitch with fresh donuts. You stay ready through the middle innings with Schnuggets. And when it's over, win or lose, you wrap it up with a delicious, decadent milkshake. After all, big emotions call for big sips. Because no matter the outcome of the game, a Sheetz run is always a home run. Why the Sheetz not stop by the official convenience store of the Pittsburgh Pirates?
Summer's calling, and it tastes like flavor. Crack open the tropical taste of IC Light Mango and the refreshingly bold new IC Light Berry. Bright, crisp, refreshing, bursting with flavor, but still light. IC Light Mango and IC Light Berry. Bring the summer flavor rush.
Do you have a passion for making a difference in the lives of others? Then join the team of direct support professionals at PMH FOS who empower individuals with intellectual disabilities, autism, and behavioral health needs to live successfully in the community. With a starting direct care wage rate up to $22.75 per hour and a sign-on bonus up to $5,000 available for full-time roles. No prior experience or degree is necessary, and we provide comprehensive training. Visit pmhfos.org to find your career and passion today.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
We'll go to the 7th inning. It's 5-1 Nationals, and we'll step out 10 seconds for a station break on the Pirates Radio Network. Justin Lawrence, the former Pirate, coming on for the Nationals here, facing the bottom of the order, trying to protect the Pirates or the Nationals' 4-run lead.
How about that? Justin Lawrence came over, has made one appearance for these Nats and earned a save.
Pitch from him, and that's a strike to Jake Mangum.
Yeah, scoreless inning. Did give up a hit and a walk, but was able to work out of it.
He had walked 9 and gave up 12 runs in 6 innings with the Twins. And 1 outing in with the Nationals. Couldn't be better. Now facing his teammate from a little more than a month ago. There's a swing and a miss. And 2 strikes. Andy Rodriguez and then Jared Triolo.
Overall for Justin Lawrence, a 776 earned run average.
Appropriate for Independence Day. Outside 1-2. So the Nationals, and Lawrence is new to the mix, of course, but the Nationals as a team, in June and July, when we get to the 7th inning and beyond, and they have a lead or it's a tie game, their bullpen has the highest ERA in baseball. So when it matters most, a swing of the liner foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes, June and July. 7th on. Tied or with the lead. And they have the lead right now, 5-1. They already got a lefty up. The pitch, and it's outside 2-2, assuming it gets to Lau, I presume. I don't think they got the lefty.
I think get the bottom of the bottom of this lineup, and then Griffin.
Here's a 2-2. Swinging a foul, got in on his hands. Lawrence is sidewinding right-hander. And the 2-2, swing and a foul left side. And into the seats. Isaac Mattson starting to get up for the Pirates. Looks like Keller's day is going to be done after 6 innings. He started to get on the roll.
Yeah. didn't look like he'd make it that far, but in the last 3 innings, retired 9 of 10.
Had a 12-pitch fifth and an 8-pitch sixth inning. Two-two, swinging a foul back.
Almost hit him. A big sweeper and kind of a defensive swing. Yeah, I think if he doesn't foul it off, I think it does hit him.
So instead, he'll get a chance to hit.
I don't know if I've ever seen that. After the swing, he ended up walking on his knees.
2-2. Swinging the ball inside out and in the air, left side to the shortstop. Abrams backtracking into short left to make the catch.
I don't know how he put that in play. That might have hit him if he didn't swing.
1 out for Endy Rodriguez. 9-pitch at bat for Mangum to start. Endy has walked and bounced out. He'll turn around and bat left-handed. He has an OPS over 1,000 against right-handed pitching this year. Pirates down 4 in the 7th. Shows bunt. And it's taken outside, and it'll be challenged by Ruiz.
The pitcher's called the ball. The catcher is challenging.
Nationals have won their only challenge tonight.
The call is overturned. The count is 0-1.
The Nationals have won both their challenges now. A little surprised to see Endy try to bunt, but I guess you need base runners down 4. They won't buy it here. Bibas playing back the third baseman. 1 strike. He's still got it if he wants it. Lawrence ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes. The Nationals are 17-25 at home. Here's an 0-2. Swing and a foul.
Yeah, that's bizarre. For them to be above 500 and have such a terrible home record.
Ahead 2 strikes. Lawrence delivers outside 1-2. Former Pirate on for the 7th to protect the Nationals' lead. 3 home runs tonight by the Nationals. All in the first 3 innings. The pitch way outside that time. 2-2.
Yeah. It's what we see from Lawrence typically. A lot of pitches.
The lefty is P.J. Poulan getting up in the Nationals bullpen. Madsen still warming for the Pirates. And the pitch swung through and missed. Lawrence strikes out Endy Rodriguez.
Yeah, and getting a lot of chase on that sweeper, both to Mangum and Rodriguez. It starts middle and breaks well off the plate end, and this pitch almost hits Endy. And just over his back calf.
2 outs for Jared Triolo. Pirates down 5-1 in the 7th. Third baseman Bibas plays in on the grass. The pitch swung on and lined sharply into left field, and it's going to be over the head of the left fielder Lyle and into the Pirates bullpen for an automatic double. Jared Triolo doubles here with 2 outs in the 7th.
I think that was from where we were sitting here way up above. I kind of tell how the ball's carrying here. Great swing from Triolo, by the way, turning around 96 at sink in on the hands. But the angle that the left fielder took, he took the angle like he was going to just come over and catch it, but it sailed way over his head. Didn't take a deep enough route and got burned.
The ball has been jumping tonight. 4 home runs between the 2 teams. Here's Griffin, couple of singles tonight. I'll take a first pitch sweeper for a strike from Justin Lawrence of the Nationals. 5-1 Washington leading. And Triolo will steal third. There's a strike.
You know, and I think that, you know, again, I don't like that play. And the reason being is it disrupts the batter. And it's a fastball literally right down the middle. But Connor, because he saw the movement, was taking all the way. So now he's 0-2.
Not a lot of advantage to get to third after 2 men are out versus second. And you're down 4 runs. The pitch. And a half swing and a big sweeper outside. He held up enough. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Five to 1 Nationals. Griffin, right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Way outside again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Triolo at third with 2 away. Justin Lawrence delivers. Connor Griffin takes way outside again. 3-2, that time with a sinker.
And again, not a shock. Lots of pitches.
He's thrown 21 this inning. Rabalta needed 21 to get through the 6th for Washington, but he put up a 0. Lawrence trying to do the same here. 3-2 in the pitch. Check swing by Griffin and no swing. He'll take the walk.
Yep, and that's typical. Hate to say it, but a hit and a walk in 22 pitches. And that's going to be it.
Now this is Simon Matthews.
Oh, maybe not.
The pitching coach. He's too young to be the manager. He's 30. Well, they have a young staff. For the manager, Blake Butera, 33 years old, the youngest manager hired in baseball more than a half century. And had experience, 4 years of managing in the minor leagues. But they intentionally went young. This is a rebuilding project for the Nationals. They wanted to bring over some people that have been architects of some good teams, like Justin Horwitz came over from the Pirates, joined the team as an assistant GM. Horwitz presiding over the previous 2 Pirates drafts. Connor Griffin, Seth Hernandez. The Nationals GM, president of baseball operations, all in their 30s. And they have a winning record. There goes Griffin. Pitches a ball down low. No throw down by Ruiz. Griffin with the stolen base. And the Pirates have second and third with 2 outs on their 3rd steal tonight. 17th steal for Griffin. There's an advantage to get the second, I think, with 2 outs.
Oh, yeah. And again, who knows Justin Lawrence better than these 2, Triolo and Connor Griffin, as far as, how long it takes to deliver the ball.
It's now 2-0 to Brandon Lau. They had lefty Poulin warmed, but chose not to go to him. Now Clayton Beater, right-hander, getting up instead. Base hit gets the Pirates 2 closer, cut the deficit in half. The pitch, Lau takes down low, 3-0. He's tied for the lead in the National League in 2 out runs batted in.
And does he even get a fastball here? 3-0.
Looks like Beater is ready to come in if they want him, and Reynolds is on deck. Maybe they're pitching around Lau here. Here's the pitch, and way outside, ball 4.
Well, tying run comes to the plate.
And it will be Reynolds, but who will he face? Beater has been warming here with 2 outs. A double by Triolo started things, and here comes Blake Butera, and then back-to-back walks. So Lawrence for the Nationals goes 2/3, and he'll leave the bases loaded here in the 7th. And this call to the bullpen is brought to you by Ring Central. Back after this brief message here on the Pirates Radio Network.
Ring Central's AI receptionist uses voice AI to answer on the first ring, so you'll never miss a call again. In just a few minutes, you can personalize your own AI receptionist to answer questions, route calls, schedule appointments, and even send texts in multiple languages. Plus, it's easy to scale. Create unlimited AI receptionists across any phone system. It's all powered by one reliable platform for effortless AI communications. See for yourself at ringcentral.com. Ring Central, voice of your business.
Howdy, Pirates fans. Be sure to head out to PNC Park on Friday, July 10th when the Bucks take on the Brewers at 6:40 p.m. for Country Weekend. Kick up your boots and enjoy some Pirates baseball. Then be sure to stick around after the game for an exciting post-game Zambelli fireworks show presented by EQT. Get your tickets and see all the Country Weekend activities at pirates.com/Country Weekend. Yeehaw! And let's go Bucks!
The Pirates have a terrific chance right now. They have the bases loaded. Tying runs coming up here with 2 outs in the 7th. 5-1 Nationals. It'll be Brian Reynolds versus Clayton Beeter.
Well, Beeter, 3 wins, a loss, a .320 earned run average. He was closing for a time, 6 saves and 10 opportunities. He's only allowed 15 hits in 25 and a third innings, but he's walked 18. He has struck out 28. Tough to hit. 174 batting average against, and just fastball slider, a rare 2-pitch pitcher. Fastball, more than mid-90s, averages just over 95. And the slider, he throws him about 50-50.
Reynolds has already homered tonight. That was against a lefty. He's faced Beeter twice, and Beeter struck him out both times. Bases loaded. The pitch. Swinging a foul. Strike 1 to Reynolds. Reynolds has homered from both sides of the plate 4 times in his career, including last month in Sacramento. He has 3 grand slams. He's the tying run. After Triolo doubled with 2 men out, he's at third now, and then back-to-back walks to Griffin and Lau. Beeter sets the pitch. Reynolds takes inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's been wild, too. 6 wild pitches. Has walked a lot of guys. Here's a 1-1. Down and in. 2 balls and a strike.
Can't help but think like with Justin Lawrence. Gives up 3 base runners, gets 2 outs as a Nat. If Beeter gets out of this, Lawrence will still have a 0 ERA with Washington. If Reynolds hits a double and drives in 3, his ERA will be over 15.
That changes your viewpoint quite a bit.
That's how relief pitcher's ERA.
Pitch, strike. And then down and in corner with the fastball at 96, 2-2.
A very close pitch, no challenge.
Well, the Nationals have a 5-1 lead here in the 7th. The Nationals, when they lead after 6 innings, they've lost 11 times. Pirates trying to come back tonight. The pitch, swing and a miss. Reynolds strikes out with the bases loaded. Pirates are 1 for their last 19 with the bases loaded. Wow. Stretch here in Washington, still 5-1 Nationals on the We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and it is 5-1 Nationals. That's it for Mitch Keller tonight. He goes 83 pitches, 6 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, all earned, no walks, a strikeout. He gave up 3 home runs for the first time this year. And it'll be Isaac Mattson to come on to work for the Pirates.
Mattson making his 28th appearance, a 3.51 ERA, a 2.21 opponent average, 22 strikeouts, 12 walks.
He's got 9, 1 and 2. Nasim Nunez to lead it off. James Wood and then Luis Garcia Jr. First pitch, bunted and fielded by Mattson. The throw to first and safe. Nunez too fast. Bunt base hit to start.
Yeah, a little traffic over there. It looked like Triolo had a shot. He was charging hard. I don't know. Must not have called off Isaac Mattson because he got off the mound pretty quickly. Got it, and maybe just a bit of a hesitation before the throw. And that was enough time for Nunez to get there.
5th bunt hit this season for Nunez. Baseball's stolen base leader is on, with the Nationals leading 5-1 in the 7th. No one has ever attempted to steal off Isaac Mattson in his entire career. The pitch, outside, ball 1. And if they did, it was a foul ball.
Yeah.
I do think it happened one time, but somebody fouled a pitch on. James Wood has tripled and doubled tonight. Baseball's extra base hit leader. The pitch, swing and a foul left side. 1 ball, 1 strike on big James Wood.
Yeah, I've always felt throwing over, doesn't help a whole lot as far as keeping base runners from attempting to steal. Just be quick to the plate.
Mattson works from the first base side of the rubber. 1-1 home. Swinging a foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he splits the hands, and it's already coming home. Who was it? John Lester. Remember he had trouble throwing to first?
Yep.
And they stole at will on him, and then he got a little quicker home, and then no one stole on him.
Exactly.
1 ball, 2 strikes. He's ahead on James Wood. Isaac Mattson coming home. Swinging a line drive to left. Reynolds back on it. Still back on it. He'll make the catch just shy of the warning track. Wood is gone. 1 away. And Luis Garcia Jr. will come up. Mattson motioning to Andy Rodriguez. I think I left that pitch a little higher than I'd like. Kind of making hand signals to each other.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, maybe he wanted to go up and out of his zone because he's successful going up.
Yeah, he kind of motioned letter high, but maybe we're belly button high. Probably wanted letter high. First pitch swung through and missed, strike 1. Like that pitch right there, 95 to Luis Garcia Jr. He's homered tonight. Got a nice spider here.
Oh, you got a couple over there. I've seen a few.
There's one over there earlier. I had to move the web down. Too bad Bob's not here. 1 pitch. Swinging a foul, 2 strikes. Arachnophobia.
Yeah.
That's funny. As soon as it got to be, the sun started going down, that spider went to work.
I got a nice web right in my sight line, but no activity.
We'll keep you updated on the Spiders all night long. 5-1 Nationals in the baseball game. Nunez still moored at first with 1 out. Ahead 0-2. Mattson delivers. Garcia pokes it foul.
Yeah, he's even quicker to the plate now, and it reminds me of played briefly with Chanho Park, who was really quick to the plate. And it was happening to play. I was playing first base in a spring training game, and Vince Coleman got on.
Nunez took off before the pitch and a swing and a foul back, and he'll have to retreat to first.
Yeah, he took 2 strides and went before Mattson picked up that front leg. So Vince Coleman's on first base, and I say, good luck stealing on this guy. And like 2 pitches later, he's still second. It was amazing. And he was like 40 years old or something. He was old.
Yeah, earlier in his career, Vince Coleman more than 100 steals in a season. Routinely. Now a pickoff move, Nunez back in. Two strikes on the hitter, Luis Garcia Jr. Nationals are leading 5-1. Nunez getting a big lead at first. Not going the pitch. Poked foul again. Spoiled another fastball up to 96. Madsen was used often early in the season. Then afterward, fastball velocity ticked downward a little bit, went to the minor leagues, and now is back. And we've seen a lot of 95s and 96s again. A lot of swings and misses on the fastball. Another toss over, Nunez back. So those are the 2 disengagements that a pitcher is allotted these days. Cannot throw over again without picking him off. Well, wouldn't it be bold if he did, though?
Yeah.
Nunez is jumping around over there. He thinks he can have a free base right here, I bet. 0-2 home, swinging a foul back. He's really quick home. And Madsen goes and stares right at the runner Nunez right after he delivers the pitch and saw it fouled back. Just stared at him. Like, don't go anywhere. I like this cat and mouse game. Nunez hopping, literally hopping around at first. Here's the pitch. And it's outside that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to go a little farther off the plate to see if Garcia would chase it.
So that was the last year Vince Coleman appeared in the major leagues, and he was 36.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swinging a foul back, another cut.
He only had like 14 or 15 at bats. So he didn't have a stolen base that year. But he hardly played. And then I saw he finished his career the next year in 98 in AAA.
Wow.
Vince Coleman in AAA.
An accomplished.
At 37.
You get to that age, you've had an accomplished major league career. You don't see guys go to AAA very often. Here's a swing and a deep drive out to right. And this ball is out of here. Home run, Luis Garcia Jr. That's his second of the night. And it takes a Nationals lead up to 7-1. That long at bat yields a homer for the red-hot reigning player of the week, Luis Garcia Jr. And he hit Madsen's fastball out. It was above the zone at 95.
Yep, and that's making adjustments. We talked about it coming in. This Nationals team, oh my goodness, I just saw the replay.
Yeah, it's
and it was
extraordinary.
8 inches above the zone, maybe more. And certain hitters can manipulate the barrel of the bat. They can figure out a way of getting on top of that good fastball. A pitch that never gets hit up there from Isaac Madsen.
Never. 9th pitch of the at bat. It's a 2-run homer. It's outside ball 1. His second tonight. His 18th of the season. Garcia has 9 home runs in his last 13 games. He might win Player of the Week again. And the Nationals have hit 4 home runs. The pitch and a swing and a soft ground ball to short. And Griffin up with it and on to first for the second out. That's the second home run allowed by Madsen this year. The other one was on a slider. Madsen's home run rate since the All-Star break last year, so we're talking about a year of baseball, 7th lowest coming in of all pitchers with any playing time. And his fastball, opponents were slugging last year and this year combined 274 off his fastball. Last year and this year combined. I'll give you the pitchers that are right around him in that ranking. Swinging a foul. It's 6th lowest in baseball. Jacob Mizorowski, Shohei Ohtani, Cam Schlitter, and Aroldis Chapman. They're either right above him or right below him.
Wow.
So that's how hard it is to hit his fastball for any power. And Garcia just did that. 1 strike to Abrams. That's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Zach Kent getting up in the bullpen for Washington.
I want to say he did allow a home run in Sacramento. I think it was
a slider.
I was going to say I didn't think it was a fastball.
Down low, 2-1. I was particularly curious because he went to the minor leagues and said he wanted to mix in some other types of pitches. And the fastball's so good, I'm trying to get guys off the fastball a little bit just to make it even better. So, tip your cap to Garcia. 7-1 Nationals. Pirates had the tying run-up in the top half of this inning. There's a swing and a miss. But buried early. 5 runs across in the third, or through the first 3 innings. And again, Skeens and Keller, the two starters since May 13th, swinging a foul back. If the Pirates don't come back and win tonight, the Pirates will be 4-15 when they start.
Yeah,
it's incomprehensible.
It is, yeah. You'd think it would be 15-4.
Yeah. Or if they're in a downturn, 9-10, something like that. Okay. I'd still be saying what gives, but it just here's the pitch. Got a swing and a miss, struck him out, but it's not that way. It's 7-1 Nationals through 7 right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
Howdy, Pirates fans. Be sure to head out to PNC Park on Saturday, July 11th when the Bucks take on the Brewers at 4:05 p.m. during Country Weekend. Make your way to the ballpark early and enjoy a pregame block party on Federal Street presented by Mike's Beer Bar. Fans can enjoy live music from rising star Red Farron. Plus, the first 20,000 fans take home a Pirates cowboy hat presented by Sugardale. Get your tickets and see all the Country Weekend activities at pirates.com/Country Weekend.
Food insecurity is something nobody should experience. That's why Edgar Snyder and Associates will donate $50 to the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank for every Pirates double play this season. To learn more and see how you can help double down on food insecurity, visit edgarsnyder.com.
Looking for extra power?
Coppers.
Need someone to bring the heat?
Coppers.
How about calling up the right player at the right time? When it comes to a great utility player, you need someone who can play lots of roles. Luckily, in Pittsburgh, you can always call on Coppers. That's because we protect and preserve critical infrastructure that supports utilities around the country. Power, reliability, connection, speed. We're your ultimate utility player.
Coppers, you're up.
Protecting what matters. Preserving the future. Coppers. Preserving the future. Coppers.
8th inning coming up. And now the Nationals lead 7-1. We'll pause 10 for the idea on the Pirates Radio Network. Next up out of the Nationals bullpen is Zach Kent.
Kent overall 438 earned run average. It's held opponents to a 229 batting average.
Here's the pitch from Kent. A strike to Ace Marilyn Valdez, an infield hit his last time. So the Nationals riding 4 home runs, 2 by Luis Garcia Jr. They're on top 7-1. The Nationals give up the 4th most runs per game. And tonight, 1. That was a Reynolds home run in the 3rd. Pitch, Kent delivers outside 1-1.
Kent was also a Twin. Only made a couple of appearances with them and walked 5 3 2/3 innings. Then gave up a couple of homers.
The Nationals getting all Shelty scraps.
Yeah, looks like it.
I don't want him. You can have. And then the Nationals say, "Hey, we need anybody right now." The way that their bullpen has gone. But tonight, spotless so far. Ribalta, Justin Lawrence, Clayton Beater faced 1 batter. Now Kent delivers inside 3-1.
2-1 curveball looking for Chase. That's never a good recipe.
Kent delivers, swinging a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Second hit tonight for ace Marilyn Valdez. He's 2 out of 4. So how about Valdez, his last 40 plate appearances? He has 18 hits in 37 at-bats and has 9 extra base hits, including 4 home runs in 40 plate appearances.
That's impressive.
Since June 19th, he leads baseball in OPS. Pitch, swinging a foul. 22-year-old Pirates rookie, ace Marilyn Valdez. He was in the Futures game at this time last year.
Kent doesn't throw very hard, but you can tell he got some zip, like some life to that.
Swing, fly ball, left field. Routine for Lyle. All right, he'll grab it for the first out. Valdez back to first. And Gonzalez 0 for 3 coming up.
One of those high spin rate fastballs that just kind of stays on the same plane, kind of sneaks up on a hitter.
Kent out of VMI, Virginia Military Institute. Drafted by the Rangers. Pitched for the Guardians a bit last year. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back. Strike 1 to Nick Gonzalez. Valdez on at first. 1 out, 8th inning. Pirates trail 7-1. Nationals trying to go to 3 over 500. The pitch. Swinging a foul back. And now 2 strikes. One of the teams the Pirates are chasing in that wild card picture. Pirates entered play today 3 back. Tied with Arizona, behind Washington, Miami, and the Cardinals. 0-2. Down low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pirates have had a really good July in 2024. Talk about 600 winning percentage or better. They did in 2018. It led to the Chris Archer trade with that flurry of wins. I think it was an 11-game winning streak. Swing and a miss, and Gonzalez down on strikes. 2015, they had a 600 or better winning percentage in July. So, they get off to one of those types of Julys. They'll be in that wild card picture quite firmly, perhaps, by the end of the month. 2 outs now for Jake Mangum. 1 out of 3 tonight. Switch hitter batting left against the righty Kent. And it's a little bit high, ball 1.
Keep waiting for that extended run where the Pirates can run off a bunch of wins.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball deep in the hole to short. Stabbed at by Abrams. Throws across his body in the direction of second, and it's mishandled on that throw that almost hit the second baseman in the shoes. And Valdez, on throwing error, can advance to third. It should be an infield hit for Mangum. And it'll be Abrams' second error tonight. He's got 14. That leads all of baseball.
Yeah, ill-advised throw. I mean, he's trying to make a play. There's no play there.
So now Andy Rodriguez will bat with first and third and 2 outs. Pirates trail 7-1. And the Pirates are in a stretch here. Started with the Phillies series, where they play 25 games in a row against teams that are 500 or better. As of tonight, that's their record. Well, to be one of the best, you got to beat the best. Here's a strike. And if they do that, they'll take down some of the teams ahead of them in the standings in the process.
You go back to late May, early June. The Pirates had a nice little run going, won 7 of 9.
Yeah, you'll take a couple of those in July. There goes the runner. He's swinging a foul. Mangum took off. And now 2 strikes.
But that's what you're going to need. 8 of 10, 10 of 14, something along those lines. And
like what the Marlins did last month.
Yeah.
They went 20-6, I think.
Yeah. You need everything to come together. It's really not happened that way, to where the offense and the pitching has kind of been hot at the same time.
2 strikes on Andy Rodriguez. There goes Mangum again. Pitch is a ball inside. No throw down.
What? Why?
I don't know.
I don't understand that.
Third baseman Bibas is holding on Valdez, and he's not coming home.
Valdez isn't coming home. Why are you just giving away 90 feet? Who cares? Get outs any way you can. It just doesn't make any sense. That's twice it's happened.
Second steal tonight for Mangum. Swinging a foul again by Indy.
Indy's backswing. Got a piece of Ruiz.
Showing concern for his fellow catcher. Seven to 1, Nationals are leading. Base hit can get 2 back for the Pirates. Now Valdez taking a 45-foot lead from third, 50-foot lead. The pitch, why don't you just steal home? Fly ball out to deep left, and Lyle backtracking just shy of the track makes the catch, and the inning ends. No runs on 2 hits, an error, and 2 men left for the Pirates. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's still 7-1 Nationals right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by...
Turn the music down for 1 second. Listen, that annoying sound? Probably nothing, right? That's how expensive repairs start. Brandon Lau here. In baseball, ignore the signs and you'll pay for it fast. Same with your car, because breakdowns don't wait until you're ready. That's why there's CarShield. They can help cover the cost of expensive repairs. When something goes wrong, you've got a plan before you're on the shoulder with your hazards on.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
At Giant Eagle, we're focused on quality, freshness, and all your favorites. Because meals bring us together. Because recipes keep traditions alive. Because the right ingredients make it or break it. Because being part of the neighborhood matters. Because what we pick up at the store is what we bring into our lives. At Giant Eagle, we're always going for better to bring you the best. Because it matters.
That sound, that's home. You're watching the Bucks, you don't grab just any beer. If you want to hit a home run in your town, drink local, Iron City beer, or crack an IC Light. Clean, crisp, game day ready. It's your town, your team, your Iron City and IC Light. Proudly Pittsburgh.
PNC Bank believes a consistent routine over time can take your money from average to elite. Just like in baseball, success comes from repetition. Pitch after pitch after pitch, swing after swing after swing, day after day after day. It might sound boring at first, but add that up over time, and the results will be brilliant. PNC Bank, National Association member FDIC.
Bottom of the 8th inning coming up. The Nationals will bat with a 7-1 lead. Isaac Mattson returns for a second inning of relief. Dylan Cruz will lead it off. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Here's the pitch. Inside for ball 1. Dalen Lyle and then Keibert Ruiz. The 1-0 is a little high. Now 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, the bottom 4 in this lineup, very unique first names. I can't think of anybody I've ever run across with those names.
Here's the 2-0. There's a strike. The only one I can say is there was a player named Dalen Holt who was, if I remember right, in the Dodgers system in the minor leagues. He might have been a teammate of Tarek Brock's from a day's broadcasting in Jacksonville. That's the only guy I can think of, Dalen, and I think he spelled it differently. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I don't know a Keibert. I don't know a Your Beat. And the rapper Nas' real first name, I think, is Nassim. I think, but I don't know him. That's all I got. They are unique names. 2-2 from Isaac Matson. And it's inside 3-2. How many Isaacs do you think have played in Major League Baseball? Before currently, there were 2.
Wow.
There are 3 currently.
And
one's an Isak, actually. Paredes.
Well, I guess it looks like this pitch may have hit the batter. And just barely grazed his right hand, it looks like. They're going to challenge it.
Washington is challenging that it was a hit by pitch.
And Mark Wagner tells us that.
That's interesting. I didn't play much. The first time I got hit, I didn't say anything because I thought I can get a hit.
May hit the wrinkle of his batting glove.
Yeah.
That's literally where it may have struck Cruz.
Yeah, my point being is, like, I'm not going to complain. I want to hit.
Yeah, I would think, especially in a 7-1 lead, 8th inning.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what it was with us. It was like, well, I don't remember what the score was or anything else like that, but I was like, I got the start that day. I went up there the next inning after I grounded to short in that at bat. Umpire said, "That ball, did you get hit last up bat?" I said, "Yeah." "Why didn't you say anything?" I said, "Well, I'm dumb enough to think I could get hit."
I could see maybe if you wanted to, you're, you know, the lead base stealer, you're sitting on 99 steals last day of the season, something like that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe. Other than that, no.
I don't know what's taking so long.
At the review, the call in the field stands. It was not a hit by pitch. Washington will lose their challenge.
And being at the 8th inning, the Nationals can ask for a crew chief review if there's anything else going forward.
What's interesting is they said it was confirmed. I thought he said it was confirmed he was not hit by a pitch.
Let me confirm that. No, it says stands.
Oh.
Swinging a foul back. On the, he may have said that, but it says here.
Oh, he
stands.
may not have, but I'm just like, he said he was not hit, is what he said. I heard that part. I didn't hear the beginning.
Yeah.
But it looked like he got hit.
It's ruled that way, put it that way. 3-2 is swung on, lofted foul deeply down the left field line. Dylan Cruz still in full count against Isaac Matson.
I've played with pitchers that after all that would have hit him with the next pitch if you want to be on base that bad.
Isaac Matson's one of the nicest guys around, but some of the nicest guys around would still hit somebody for doing that. Yeah. Here's a 3-2 and ball 4. So Cruz will get on for the Nationals. That's the first walk allowed by Pirates pitching tonight. Leadoff man reaches here in the 8th. Dalen Lyle, home run and an RBI double on an 0-2 pitch with 2 outs in the 3rd. Pirates were down 5-1 after 3 innings tonight. It's now 7-1 Nationals here in the 8th.
I want to say there was an at-bat. Albert Bell got hit with a pitch and refused to go to first. He wanted to hit.
Held low for ball 1. Well, because he knew he was going to get a double at least.
Yeah.
What a
he was
hitter
mad.
He was.
I mean, I think he felt he got hit on purpose, and he goes, "No, I'm going to stay here."
Can't decline it. Should be, right? You should be able to decline it like football. Decline a penalty. You can decline certain things in baseball. He's just swinging a deep fly ball out to right, and the Nationals have hit another home run. Second tonight for Dalen Lyle. It's 9-1. 5 home runs for the Nationals. Second off Matson. That was on the slider. And Matson had allowed 1 home run all year, even including his time in the minors. 2 tonight. 1 on the fastball above the zone, and this one on the sweeper or slider. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. Breaking balls in the zone from a right-handed pitcher into a left-handed batter. Always a dangerous pitch because it just breaks right into the swing path.
Lyle hits his 10th. And it's ball one to Keibert Ruiz. He's 0 for 3 tonight. He's the only national not to reach base. 7 of the 9 have hits. Swinging a foul back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Keller started and gave up 5 in the first 3 innings, then rebounded, ironed out the final 3 innings he pitched. It's the second multi-home run game this year for Dalen Lyle. He's driven in 4. Pitch to Ruiz is low. 2-1. Don't remember Matson pitching multiple innings very much last year, but with it being a one-sided affair, trying to get another inning from him here tonight. Still looking for the first out here in the 8th. 2-1. Back with a strike. 2-2 on Ruiz, switch hitter. He's 0 for 11 against the Pirates this year.
Homers in 5 different innings.
And a swing and a fly ball hit well out to right center and deep. It's Mangum just shy of the warning track. He'll make the catch. There's the first out. Ruiz is gone. Now your beat, Bebas. You don't know any of your beats?
I don't.
And Donnie Kelly's coming out. And that will be it for Isaac Matson. There was an inning and a third tonight. And it is 9-1 Nats. We're back after this brief message here on the Pirates Radio Network.
At AHN, we see you juggling 100 things easier to book with the doctors you need. With AHN online scheduling, you can book with your primary care provider or get time with a specialist. Visit ahn.org/schedule, answer a couple of simple questions, and search for providers, locations, and times that work best for you. Easy online scheduling. Because at AHN, we see you.
Howdy, Pirates fans. Be sure to head out to PNC Park on Saturday, July 11th when the Bucks take on the Brewers at 4:05 p.m. during Country Weekend. Make your way to the ballpark early and enjoy a pregame block party on Federal Street presented by Mike's Beer Bar. Fans can enjoy live music from rising star Red Farron. Plus, the first 20,000 fans take home a Pirates cowboy hat presented by Sugardale. Get your tickets and see all the Country Weekend activities at pirates.com/Country Weekend.
And we're in the 8th inning, and the Pirates will go to a position player. Tyler Callahan will pitch for a 3rd time this season.
Yeah, last time he only needed 1 pitch to get a fly ball.
Trying to get 2 outs here. The Nationals leading 9-1. A little bit of a delay here before Bebas bats.
Yeah, I think probably for the TV side to get back from a commercial break.
Here's a pitch from Tyler Callahan. A little high for ball 1. Next one. Fouled back. 1-1. Did you ever pitch in a game?
3 or 4. I know 3 for sure. But I feel like there was a 4th.
Fouled back 1-2.
In fact, twice in extra innings.
Well, that's back before the automatic runner, so games could go any amount of innings.
Yeah, it was. And I couldn't lob it in there. I'm throwing hard. I'm throwing. I'm airing it out. Well, again, one game I got a loss.
Oh, you got a loss.
I got a loss.
Oh, because it's extra innings. Yeah, 3-2 now on Bebas.
The other time, our last pitcher we had left was gone 3 or 4 innings.
Swinging a foul back.
And he gave up, I think, 3 or 4 in like the 13th or 14th inning and left with the bases loaded, no outs. And I got a comebacker, home the first double play. got out of it.
There's a walk from Callahan. Wow.
And so, yeah, I basically got out of it. And then the next time I went in, we were getting blown out. And I felt bad because we had a struggling pitcher, couldn't throw strikes. And I went into the game with the bases loaded, no outs. And I gave up all his runs. So I felt a little bad. That might have been the last time he had pitched it for the Pirates and the organization.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he had the thing.
Down low, ball 1.
And then I was player coach in Altoona. It was the last week of the season.
Oh, wow. They still
and so
had player
everybody
coaches.
kept getting hurt.
Yeah.
Well, I went there to coach.
Oh, yeah.
Ended up being a player.
There's a swinging liner over short. Base hit for Nasim Nunez. 2 on with 1 out.
Yeah, and so I want to say I pitched a scoreless 9th and then got the loss in the 10th.
And you had retired the year before?
I got released that summer of 01.
Okay.
And then they asked me to go coach. And so I went to Altoona to coach.
And it's down low, ball 1.
And so they were short on players. And then I had to play short every day. And then they ran out of pitchers, so I had to pitch every day. It felt like.
Times have changed.
Yeah.
This is only 20 years ago, too.
Yeah, my pitching in Double-A didn't go well.
You've really done it all. 2-0, swung on, hit high and deep. Center field, Mangum will make the catch in front of the 402 marker. James Wood flies out to deep center. First and second with 2 outs. Luis Garcia Jr. is coming up. He's already hit 2 home runs tonight. He's facing a position player in Tyler Callahan. Trying to get the final out of the 8th. 9-1 Nationals.
Yeah, 86. I topped out at 86, I think.
That's pretty good for a retired player.
That's what I thought.
Throwing 86 miles an hour from the mound in the windup. That's not a crow hop. Down low, ball 1.
I realized how much it hurts the next day. Not the arm, but the body, the legs.
Outside 2-0. The legs more than the arm.
Legs, back. You're not used to throwing down a hill. You know.
Yeah, no one really does that except for a pitcher. 2-0, a strike.
Yeah, it takes a little bit to get your legs back.
Pitch. And it's outside. 3-1 on Garcia.
Fastball split.
You threw a splitter?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. And it's behind Garcia's back for ball 4?
I had practiced the splitter every day when I was throwing before batting practice, in case I ever got a chance to pitch. So I practiced it probably 10 years before I got to use it.
10 years? And then how did it go in the game?
The first game I didn't need it.
Pitches a strike to Jose Tena, who is homered tonight.
I got a strikeout on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Inside, 1-1.
And the guy I struck out, I didn't know who it was, but we ended up getting him, the Pirates. And he ended up playing in Altoona when I was coaching down there, and he told me the story.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. Foul back, excuse me.
He goes, I faced you the day
I faced
you pitched. I'm like, really? I said, how'd it go? He goes, you struck me out. He goes, the split was nasty.
What a good guy to tell you that.
Yeah.
1-2 is hit back to the mound, and Callahan, who's an infielder, gloves that one and taken on to first for the final out. So Callahan loads the bases but doesn't allow a run. And so, on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Remember when your sandbox was your construction site? When you dreamt of building skyscrapers and moving mountains? Those video games where you build entire cities? That wasn't just play. Today, you can actually build it. From towering skyscrapers to bridges connecting communities, the International Union of Operating Engineers Local 66 turns childhood dreams into rewarding careers. We offer better benefits, retirement plans, and a safer work environment. If you can dream it, you can build it. Learn more at iuoe66.org.
AHN video visits are a great way to get fast care from real experts. So before you look up what treats wasp stings, stop searching and start an AHN video visit anytime. Go to ahn.org/video visit.
see the skyline, you drive over the bridges. We built that. Ironworkers Local Union Number 3 isn't just a job, it's a legacy. And you can start as early as this fall. Now's your chance to join the apprenticeship program and learn from the best in the business. Earn while you train, build what matters. Take pride in every beam and bolt. Starting wages over $27 with great benefits. Visit IWLocal3.com. That's IWLocal3.com and apply now before time runs out.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurance. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Ninth inning coming up. It's 9-1 Nationals, 10 for the ID on the Pirates Radio Network. It doesn't seem like that long ago that Jared Triolo batted. He's up to lead off this ninth inning. He swings and drives one out to center and deep. Cruz back to the wall, and it's high off of the wall. He plays the rebound perfectly, gets it in towards second, and Triolo in there just ahead of the throw for a double. His second double tonight.
Man, that didn't miss being a home run by much. I mean, that ball just took off out there. I mean, it very top of that wall, right center. Oppo pop.
And that's the tallest wall in this ballpark. If it hit not too far to the left, it's a little farther, but a shorter wall. Second double tonight for Triolo. He's been driving the ball better lately. That's a high ball one to Connor Griffin, who has 2 singles and a walk tonight. When Triolo batted in the 7th, he had that 2-out double, and then Lawrence walked a couple of guys, and the Pirates had the tying run-up. There's a strike. Now it's 9-1. After the Nationals adding on 2-run home runs by Garcia in the 7th and Lyle in the 8th, both their second home runs of the night. A rare night where the Pirates have allowed 5 home runs. Way inside 2-1. Nationals, one of the top scoring teams in baseball. They hadn't allowed 5 home runs since a game in Milwaukee in August last year. First game this year, Triolo with multiple extra base hits. He's at second, nobody out. 2-1 from Kent. A line drive to right, down the line, and this one's going to go foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Connor Griffin.
Ran down all the way around first base, so taking him a minute to get back into the batter's box.
Now the right-hander for the Nationals, Kent, delivers. Swinging a ground ball to short. Abrams on the backhand, flips on to first. Just in time, mid-stride, Griffin was. But he's out, one away. Triolo at second now for Brandon Lau. 0 for 3. And down and in ball one to Lau, the DH tonight. Pirates will fall to 5-17 against left-handed starters.
Yeah.
Foster Griffin gave up a run in 5 innings. 1-0. And it's a little bit high is what it's ruled.
Pitchers call the ball, the catcher's challenging.
And the Nationals perfect in their challenges tonight.
Foul's overturned.
You look at this Nationals team, And typically, they're still in a race, but just they'll now be 3 over 500. And the Pirates as well, now 1 under 500, have multiple people that should be all-stars.
Lau swings and fouls are back.
Yeah, you think about the better teams, the Dodgers, the Phils,
Atlanta.
Atlanta with the star players, former MVPs. They're always going to get multiple players, but typically teams that aren't at the top of the standings are going to get just their one. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Will be named tomorrow. A liner over first and into right, a base hit for Brandon Lau. Triolo will come around to score. Lau into second with a double. RBI number 58 for Brandon Lau, leading all National League second basemen. 9-2 score now.
Yeah, I mean,
They'll be announced tomorrow at 7:30.
Foster Griffin, he's going to have like a 2.9 ERA at 9 wins. I mean, tell me that's not worthy of being an all-star. James Wood,
leading all of baseball in extra base hits. Wood is.
Yeah.
Top 5 in just about every offensive category.
Abrams with his 60 RBIs.
He'd be a tough guy to leave out, especially at shortstop.
Yeah.
Outside ball one.
Garcia with 18 homers and over 60 RBIs.
Yeah, this Nationals team can hit, and tonight they can pitch. This has not been the way that they win a lot. 1-0 swung on and hit, tailing away from the center fielder. It'll hit the gap left center. Base hit more for Reynolds. Around third, Lau isn't easily. And Reynolds will slide into second with a double. Give him a second RBI tonight. Second extra base hit. His 55th run batted, and it's 9-3.
Yeah, so then you look at the Pirates side. Reynolds, Lau, Ashcraft.
Cruz would have been a shoo-in if he stayed healthy.
For sure.
He was the only player on a 30-30 pace in baseball when he succumbed to injury. 3 doubles in the inning for the Pirates. Yasmarian Valdez a couple of hits tonight. He takes a strike.
There'll be a lot of folks snubbed.
Well, inevitably there's some injury replacements. I'm cheering for Lau especially because he's been an all-star twice but was injured both times and couldn't play. It's outside 1-1.
Hard to fathom he's not there. I just hope he gets to take someone with him.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, the Pirates have played too well, and they have too many good players to not be well represented. I'm with you. Here's the pitch. Swing and a fly ball out to fairly deep right field. Wood back, still back, and it's carrying. It's going to go over his head and hit the foot of the wall. And the Pirates are going to keep trading places at second. Valdez with his 3rd hit tonight. Another double. 3 straight doubles, 4 in the inning. Pirates make it 9-4. And just underlining the importance of a good night from the bullpen, and didn't get it tonight. And 4 runs in an inning and a third from Matson, and they had to use a position player. Otherwise, if he puts up a couple zeros, we got a 1-run game right now.
Yep.
But easier said than done. It's ifs and buts and candy and nuts.
Yep. That goes to show you the power of Valdez, by the way. Going to try to describe it because I can't show it, but Valdez, big, strong guy, and we've seen the power to center, to left, to right. He hits his ball deep, and if you're an outfielder, and James Wood, the right fielder, he sees the swing, he sees that he hits it deep, and like 99 out of 100 times it's going to be at you or in front of you. He started in. He ran 2 steps into James Wood, and the ball hit the wall.
Because usually it's a top spin ball?
No, you get hit deep like that. Most guys aren't strong enough to hit it that far.
Wow. Here's Ryan O'Hearn, and swinging a soft bouncer. Gloved by Kent, and the pitcher can take it all the way to the bag for the 2nd out. Valdez will assume 3rd. Yasmarian Valdez, 3 out of 5 again tonight. Top OPS in baseball since June 19th. It'll probably continue into tomorrow. He's got 16 RBIs. It's ahead of some of the regulars for the season. 6 home runs. Here's Gonzalez 0 for 4 tonight. Pirates have made it a 9-4 game, each team with 12 hits. The first one is in for a strike. First time this decade the Pirates have hit 4 doubles in an inning. Our belated thanks to Mason McPhee of Sport Radar, a statistician tonight. Pitch from Kent.
By the way, Jake Mangum, who this isn't a slight on Jake. He's more of a table setter. Get on, steal bases, score runs. Has over 200 at bats, and Valdez has more RBIs than him.
That's a credit to Valdez, how quickly he can do that, swinging a foul bag. He's one of the quickest Pirates in team history to accumulate this many extra base hits, or this many runs batted in, or this many total bases in this short of a period of time to begin a career. Almost unprecedented for a Pirate. 1-2 on Gonzalez. Swung on in line to right, tailing away from Wood. It's a base hit and more. Valdez is in to score. And it's going to be a double for Gonzalez. And now it's 9-5. Pirates have scored 4 times off Kent here in the 9th.
And that almost has to be some kind of record.
5 doubles in an inning?
Yeah.
Can't say that happens very often in a game. It does, but not that often. By the way, the individual record is 4 doubles in a game in the history of baseball. So, for a team to hit 5 in an inning seems pretty unusual. Mangum, why don't you hit one too? Now we're really going to get Riley Cornelio up in the bullpen, swinging a foul on strike 1. Rookie right-hander getting up for the Nationals. Well, we told you they had the highest ERA with a lead. June and July, 7th inning on, lead or a tie game. And although this may not affect the outcome, certainly pads the stats in that direction. Last time Pirates have hit 5 doubles in an inning was in 1986.
Wow.
Pitch. Swinging a bouncer foul. That's the only time in the last 53 years is what they have records for. For the Pirates, 5 doubles in this inning. Scored 4 runs. 9-5 Nationals. 0-2 on Mangum, 2 out of 4 tonight. Facing Zach Kent, the pitch. Swinging a ball looped in the air to short. Caught by Abrams. And the Nationals win Game 1 9-5. Our post-game show to follow along the Pirates Radio Network.